Stop not responding. Start the recording.
Any day now.
Welcome back to Casuregni. I'm pretty sure that got off the recording.
Oh, was that on recording?
So, it is the 3rd of Funzen, and the party is on its way to the Library of Kao. That's hilarious. Where we left off, our friend Stareye had decided to follow the strange calling that she had to the Wild Daughter, and was going off on her own to explore what that meant for her. The rest of the group is headed towards the Library of Kao. They are on the road and have been for a couple days now. And
so it's no longer the 3rd?
No, it is the 3rd. This is your 2nd day on the road. Sorry, I misspoke. That's my bad. Because you guys spent a day.
Are you sure?
Yes. Because you had the one day right outside. You spent one night outside of the gates, and this is the next day because you said goodbye to Stareye.
Then it would be the 4th. We left on the 3rd.
Did I forget to move it? I did forget to move it. All right, it's the 4th. We'll get there eventually. This is just a hot mess at the beginning of the session. So, it is morning. You guys are headed towards the library. You have a cart with a spectral steed that does not disappear after 10 minutes.
True.
So, would somebody first, before we get started, roll me a d12?
I'm on.
John, you got it. Or I guess Jason's got it instead.
I got it. Sorry, I heard roll and I got trigger happy.
You're good.
5.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Any conversation happening as you are traveling today?
Not a conversation, but a quick question for the DM.
Yes.
Celebrin still has Hina's cloak, yes?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure he has some form of hiding for now.
He does. You also have your friend Jolita back with you.
Friend is a strong word.
Friendly traveling
You'd
companion.
like taking strays in.
What did you say, April?
You are one of the people who has taken strays in. So I feel like
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying I don't consider Jolita a friend.
Is that in or out of character that you said that?
This is out of character as far as I'm concerned. But Beck
She
would
was the
also
one who
say it
said
in
it.
character.
But she was the one who brought up the strays, so did you say that out of character or in character?
that was out of character.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if you said that in character, I would have flipped the cart. I'm over it. What am I doing? Oh, I remember.
We're piloting our cart.
No, I was
Piloting?
gonna do something
Driving.
specific. I want to say Hina's driving the cart, by the
Okay.
way.
Well, it's
Makes
her
sense
ghost
with
voice.
her.
That's not actually a ghost.
Yeah. So, is Drago in the cart or is Drago walking along the cart?
I would be walking alongside.
Okay. Because that does affect your
Oh, I
speed.
forgot to do something.
Okay.
So remind me again why we're going to the library.
We have to clear Celebrin's name. We have to find out more about Krypathos. Maybe more about other things.
Like the weird lady.
Like the Maharani for me. Yeah.
Okay. I knew the Celebrin thing, but everything else kind of slipped my mind. How far do we get in a single day's travel?
I have moved you the distance that you travel in a day.
Oh, we have already moved. I did not even notice it.
I did.
So that's why I'm asking, does anything happen today, or are we just going to skip to see if what happens and if you get attacked in the middle of the night?
We might have a response to being attacked if we're attacked.
I'm asking,
Yeah.
is anything happening before that's even a possibility?
I don't think so.
Wow,
I-
nobody's talking to
have
each other.
nothing at the moment.
Y'all
Not
really
about
not
anything
together.
meaningful.
Not a not,
No, it's
No,
not that.
I tried
Probably not
bringing it
about
up.
anything
No, Celia's
meaningful at this
currently
point.
like internally debating trying to bring something up to somebody else, but she's kind of just been really quiet.
I mean, we've been watching Star Eyes in the distance for the past couple days
Stop.
now.
Star Eye.
I love
I
that
can't believe
still
after a year
a
you're still calling her
year
Star Eye,
later.
Jonathan.
A year later, he's still pluralizing it.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, she can move a lot faster than the rest of you guys.
I was kidding. I was making a joke.
I am curious as to how far she made it,
Since
but
you let me have this, that's what I'd be working on.
Okay.
If that's okay.
All right. You do not get attacked this evening. So we will go to the next day.
That's good.
Oh man, what a bummer.
I will say that this is what I was doing.
Okay.
You were heating metal
Yes.
for.
Think she knows what I mean.
Mhm.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I picked up what you're putting down.
All right. Next day.
Do you want me to make the roll? Or do you want me to just say I did it?
You could just say that you did it.
Okay, cool.
Somebody else roll a d12.
John, you got it!
Yay!
I won't do it this time.
Ugh.
Ooh, 10.
Hand decades.
Yeah, it's taking me. It hasn't loaded my roll.
Well, you got a 10.
No,
All right.
disappointing.
Anything happens today before you spend another night on the road? Or do y'all just continue making awkward small talk for another full day?
Actually, no, I do have a question.
Yes.
Well, I
I
love.
do
the
have a
awkward small
question.
talk.
So, this would be a question Ira's asking. Celebrin, I have a question about this heresy
Mm,
thing,
yeah.
but not like yours specifically. Have you ever seen anybody else trying to deal with claims like this?
Being accused of heresy? Yeah, all the time. It happens a lot.
Okay, have you seen anybody try to refute that claim?
They don't usually get the chance.
Okay, so do you know how to refute it other than just bring up the truth?
I would assume you would need to schedule or get a meeting with the High Priest or the representative of the Shroud Guardians and argue with them. That would be my guess. I would go for the High Priest. He's more reasonable.
Yeah. They seem
What do you mean it
genuinely.
What do you mean it happens a lot? They just have a bunch of heresy books lying around for people to find them so they can find heresy?
No, Beck, this is the thing. Volta is the god of knowledge, right? And when people take in knowledge that they don't know how to interpret correctly, they do stupid stuff with it, and it turns into heresy. Because they don't want to listen when people correct them, and they just decide that this is what this information means, and they ignore the truth. And then it turns into heresy.
What, does no one like bother asking someone who knows more? Like, hey, I read this. This is what I interpreted. Am I right?
But
That's why
who
it
knows
becomes
more
heresy.
than somebody who knows everything?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why it turns into heresy, because they don't ask. And when people try to say that they are wrong, they dig their heels in and become obstinate.
I'm sorry.
And
I just find it incredibly funny that the followers of the God of Knowledge don't double fact check their own things before
The
spewing
true followers do.
misinformation.
The true followers do. The heretics don't. The difference between me and most other heretics is I was trying to double check my information. I was trying to talk to the high priest about it when I got arrested. That's not usually how it goes. Which is why I was raving like a madman when you guys saw me getting arrested. Because I was pissed because they didn't follow proper protocol.
Not the snobby rich boy I thought you were.
And now
Very
you're
much
our
not.
madman.
A madman who would very much like to punch you in the face if you keep this up.
Anyway, going back to what you were saying earlier, I would agree the high priest is the better route because he actually seemed genuinely upset when I said you were arrested.
Right, because it goes against proper protocol.
But who organized that arrest?
I don't know. Whoever it was has more power than they should, and they move fast.
Probably a Shroud Guardian or someone right above them if they got them moving.
If it's the leader of the Shroud
That's my
Guardians,
guess, at least.
it's the leader of the Shroud Guardians in the library. That's a problem. I would assume, based on the fact that I'm being hunted by the Fate Keeper, that it's a follower of the Fate Keeper. But I don't have any
What if the
proof
Shroud
of that.
is following the Keeper?
All Shroud Guardians follow the Sky Queen. The process to becoming a Shroud Guardian is you enter the Temple of the Sky Queen, but you don't have enough magical capability to become a cleric. And so your only option is to then become a Shroud Guardian. All the Shroud Guardians are basically failed priests.
I guess that makes sense.
Would you be offended if I asked who put the order out against you?
No, because I'm curious about that too.
I have a hunch, and I'm afraid they're right.
Who do you think it is?
I'd rather not say at the moment. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Celebrin,
Hmm.
I'll give you one free shot on a later date.
I'll take it.
Out of character, is it like another day of travel to get to the library? Or is it...
It's like
More
a
than-
half a day of travel. An extra half
Okay.
a day after this day. Hey, Drago,
Mhm.
have you ever been to a library?
Not big ones.
You're in for a treat. This whole city is a library.
I see.
So the
Wonder
whole...
if those performers are still there.
Which performers?
Remember that family troupe that put on a performance? They had ice cream there.
Vaguely.
How do you not remember that?
I may have been distracted by other things.
Hmm.
Ice cream?
Ice cream is
Yeah, it's from a buy, actually. They got this recipe from a buy. They take, like, sweet milk, almost, and make it cold. It's delicious. Celebrin, have you had it? You have had it. You were in a buy with me. Why am I asking you?
I've had ice cream.
It's really good.
How do they freeze it? Wait, I'm so confused
See,
right now.
I don't know the process. If I did, I'd dream all the time. It's like the best thing ever. Hina, did you have ice cream way back then? That's a DM question because I don't actually know the answer to that.
No. I
Okay.
did not have ice cream.
That sounds fascinating. If it's there, I'd like to try it, but if it's not, well, I can wait.
So, I'm going to roll to see if you're attacked in the middle of the night. You are not.
You know, part of me is wondering though, Drago might be in a little bit of danger if the city's full of weirdos and researchers who want to study him.
I don't think they'll do anything too
They may ask him a lot of questions, but
manageable.
I don't know. There's definitely some eccentrics out there who would go a little crazy.
you do realize that I spent the majority of my life in this city, right?
Well, yeah, but I wasn't talking about you.
I'm saying I know the people who live here.
Well, maybe we'll be lucky and they'll be more focused on myself and Drago to notice you.
That is a
That's a
good
good point.
point. You are definitely bound to get some attention.
What do you think would be?
You cut out for me, DJ. I didn't hear what you said.
Same.
You are definitely bound to get some attention, Zelia.
Attention.
I mean, I could purposely do so. That way, draws off any attention on the cloaked figure.
So long as it doesn't get us in trouble and run out of town before we accomplish what we need to.
I'm a
Do whatever you
tiefling.
want.
I'm going to get attention no matter what. And they might try to run me out. That either way.
Unlikely to run you out.
Tina, why are you and I the normal ones?
What about me is abnormal?
You have a dragon.
That's different.
Is it?
I wasn't
have
born with that.
scales.
That's recent.
It's still not normal. Is it that the granddaughter of the Sky Queen and someone who looks like me are the normal ones?
Who knows?
Argument anymore.
Heck, even the small one wasn't normal.
I miss Mel.
If he heard that, he would get
Out of character.
such a
Wow,
big
does
ego.
it Mr. Eye?
Oh, I said that to his face before he left. I'd say it again.
So do you all sleep on the road again, or are you gonna try and push through?
Are we like making camp
You
on
made
the road, or are we
you
like
made camp the night
sleeping in the
before.
cart?
You camped the night before. I'm asking tonight.
I say we camp again. No point in pushing
Yeah.
through. We'll just camp again.
Camping's fine.
I think it would
Worst
be
case-
this time that Zelia would try to find time away from the others to talk to Nira.
All right, who's taking first watch? Is it Beck?
It's always back.
Okay. So while they're having their
And I'm
conversation,
gonna
you
bring
go
Beck
ahead and.
out.
All right. While they're having their conversation, if you want to roll perception for me.
Oh, that's bad.
Nice.
Oh.
Luckily, we're on a road in Velaznia, so it's nowhere near as dangerous as Mukatara. Where, you know, not seeing things would be like a death sentence.
Or on
Mhm.
the Zoglia Wasteland, where it's just really gross.
Yeah, that's true.
Nira, would you have some time to talk?
Yeah. Are you
A little-
okay?
Not. No, not in the slightest. But I
Okay.
haven't been for a while, so.
What about?
Would you say, DM, that we're out of earshot, or would we have to move off a bit more?
We
I
could
mean,
also say we're doing this during my watch, because I always take second watch, so everyone else is asleep.
Sure, if you want to take
Also
second
work.
watch with her, then we can have that happen.
Yeah,
All right, so Beck has his watch. If you guys are going to take watch together, either one of you can roll with advantage or you can both roll perception.
Who has better perception? Probably you.
I have a +6.
Sweet. Guess I'll also roll with you just for fun.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20 though.
Oh dang.
You're very
Um,
hyper vigilant because you're very concerned about the thing you have to say.
Very anxious.
True, she does not want anyone approaching them. Um. Before I met you guys, I was on a contract, or
Okay.
more so one. It did not go well, and how familiar are you with other organizations' symbols?
Actually, extremely.
So, and she's not just like very antsy right now. As she's like trying to bring this up. It's probably easier for me just to show you rather than trying to draw it out. Whenever I was on this contract, he was not as unaware as I thought he was, and he used some kind of spell or wording, or I'm not quite sure what it was, but it left a mark on me,
Okay.
on my side. And she's gonna just like very carefully like go to reveal where the brand is on her side to reveal the symbol. Are you familiar with who this is? Because I am not.
Yes, actually, I am familiar with them. Now I'm looking around like, is anyone listening? That's the symbol of the Deku's eye. Which,
don't know that-
funnily enough, my first interaction with them was in this country.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Well, they were after something specific that Emil and I were tasked to bring to O'Bry, which we didn't. They almost killed us over it.
With what I discovered, I'm not fully surprised by that. I'm not really sure. I really do not know much about them. If anything. Whenever I was there, I knew nothing about my target besides what he looked like and that he was a merchant. I thought that he just maybe really ticked off the wrong person, and that's why the sun was on his head. He was in. Crap, I'm gonna screw up the name. Vazar?
Mhm.
Okay. He was in Vazar. So that in and of itself was hard to sneak in. With how it's all elves, and
Right.
I was very lucky that he was super drunk and actually invited me into his room. And while I was in there, I managed to get a look of the papers that were on his desk. It was riddled with the marks of the Deku Eye. Just papers upon papers for it was invoices stating just a numerous amount of weapons, enough for an army.
This was right before we met you?
Right before I had literally just ran to Tidewreck Port and everything after that happened. I
That's
was
concerning.
lucky that the guards didn't try to follow me.
That's concerning because the largest group of the Deku's Eye that I know of is in Maul.
Isn't that where you guys said you had been before?
We've been
Right
to
here.
mall before.
I don't know who exactly this guy is. I'm lucky I'm even alive right now.
Did you get his name?
That depends on if his name was on any of the paperwork that she looked at, and I don't think it was. Because I think I would have written that down. Unfortunately, no. I could describe him. But that's about it.
Hmm.
And he is a very powerful caster, or has a very powerful board on him. One of the two. Because of the fact that whenever I went to kill him, when I thought he was out enough, I was frozen in place and then sent through the roof of the building outside of town. I don't know how I didn't die from the fall damage.
I can do half of that. How did he throw you?
I wish I could tell you. I was just really concerned about getting out of there, especially being that there were 2 guards on the way towards where I was whenever I was trying to flee.
Hmm. Do you trust me?
I mean, I trust you more than most of the group here.
Okay. When you were held, did it feel like this? And I cast hold person on her.
Do you resist?
Does this feel familiar?
Do you resist
She
the
does
magic?
not resist. No.
It feels similar. Doesn't feel exactly the same, but it feels similar.
Question, can I talk with hold person?
That's a good
Mhm.
question.
Okay.
I don't actually know the answer to that.
Yes, because you're paralyzed. You're not
Okay.
unconscious or anything. That's about all you can do. You can't move your lips though, so it's just kind of talking like this, or you can talk, but some things don't sound quite right.
Doesn't feel quite
Once I
right.
realize I can't really understand you, I will drop the spell.
Okay. She's just gonna like shake real quick. It's like, oh, that felt really weird. That was not quite what it felt like, but kind of similar.
I don't
I
know.
still don't know how he left the brand
Mira,
on me.
make
Though. I
an
don't
Arcana
recall
check.
anything.
Hey, it's a double-digit number.
Proud of you. I'm so proud
All
of
those
you.
checks setting were actually bad.
Only took a year.
Growing up. Oh my god.
So you can guess this is probably a similar vein of magic to hold person. And so you're thinking it was probably more of a ward than this person casting a spell.
Yeah.
Which means that it was probably illegal magic.
Well, technically, I just casted that illegally, so. Huh. That was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was
I
about
noticed
to
you and I made the same face.
Does it bring up you at all? Is there anything?
Sorry. I just read something and I got really distracted. Say that again.
I don't know. Is there anything you can think of? I mean, I'm not.
I don't-
Besides what
Other than the 2 men who attacked him, Elle and I, months ago at this point, I don't know any of their higher-ups. I do know that whatever was done to you was illegal.
Hmm.
But that doesn't surprise me, knowing anything about this group at all. Do you want to describe him and I can draw him maybe? Based off your description, so
Sure.
we all have an idea of what he looks like if we run into him.
Is it bad that the main thing I can remember, besides him being an elf, was that he was really attractive? Out of character? Because it was not part of the notes I wrote down.
You could also just like generically say, I described what I saw.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because that's the part that stuck out to me. Apparently. Because I did take notes from that RP, but I did not take that part.
Then I can sleight of hand it to see if I do a good enough job. Oh no, she's got her AirPods in, she can't hear us.
Oh no.
Say that again.
We were
Sorry.
talking to you.
Sorry, my internet's
said-
being weird, so some things are coming through and some things aren't.
Okay, so what we're doing is she's describing what he looks like, and I'm gonna attempt to draw what she's saying. Do I roll sleight of hand?
Attractive elf.
Yes, go ahead and roll sleight of hand, but it will be at disadvantage.
What?
Disadvantage.
Got it. Oh god. Okay.
I believe
13.
double digits.
It's a fairly good rendering. It's kind of like those
How's this?
forensic sketches where they can't quite get the details just right.
The one on the news.
I want to be like, his nose is a bit off.
They just can't get my nose right.
I don't know how to fix this, Celia. But is this close enough?
It's. I mean, it's pretty close. I think most people would recognize him off of that.
Okay.
I wish I knew more about him to be able to. I really wish I knew his name.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
I think what's been bothering me the most is the fact that I've branded my side since then.
Does it hurt?
I'm assuming no. But I actually don't know how to character.
It does not hurt.
Does it hurt to you?
It does not.
Okay. No. Thankfully, no. Just makes me very paranoid.
I can understand that.
Thank goodness it's in a spot where I can easily conceal it.
Right. Yeah, I think that's smart. You haven't told very many people, and I would say tell no one else.
That's why I kind of froze whenever Mel tried pressing about why I don't like Fasar.
I can understand that. Don't know why he even asked. None of us like Vasar.
I don't know, because it was whenever Jolita was bringing up about how she's from there, and I was like, yeah, I'd really like to not go there either. And then he made a big deal about, why don't you want to be there? I'm a tiefling, and it's a bunch of racist elves.
He asks interesting questions. Don't mind him, El.
But yeah, I was hesitant even bringing this up to you. But I figured if I'm traveling with you guys long term, one, that's probably my better bet than being on my own right now, even though I probably have enough gold to get back home, or at least off this part of the world.
And knowing who may be hunting you is better than having no idea.
Exactly, because I don't even know who else in the syndicate that I could go to.
I'm not sure who else would have known. I only know that symbol because we were attacked.
Fair enough. Definitely frustrating.
Now that I think about it. How did we survive?
What do you mean? What happened?
So we were on our... Well, actually, this cart. We were on this cart. We were near West, I think. Maybe a little past West. I think we were past West at this point, actually. Anyway, we were attacked in the middle of the night. Or I think it was. It doesn't matter. We were attacked by the two guards, and they took us out. Or the two goons, whatever you want to call them. They took us out. We were both down. How did we survive? I don't know. I don't have any answers for that.
Maybe, at least in my case, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll have caught wind that I went to not mall. I went to
I hope they go to wall.
I went to Victoria. This is what before session conversations get us. Maybe if they, I mean, I don't know if I'm being tracked or not. That's just me being paranoid with the line of work we do.
Right. I'm also wondering if this ward is like a tracker, though.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know who I could bring it up to that would be able to find out. Unless, do you think Celebrin would know? I mean, obviously, you trust him.
I think he might be able to help. He can identify things. If he can identify what that is exactly, rather than just saying it's a mark, we could know if you're being tracked.
That might be a good idea, just to be safe, especially with knowing who all's in this party and what all the group knows.
I don't think he's on third watch.
He is not.
He's gonna hate me by making him up. I'll be right back.
Third
Okay.
watch is Hina and Drago.
I thought it was. Nope, not Celebrin. I'm not Celebrin.
You are not Celebrin.
Nira is going to wake up Celebrin. Can't think straight.
Okay.
It was everything in me not to say Hina there.
Celebrin very, very reluctantly opens his eyes. What?
I'm sorry. I need your help.
You couldn't have waited a couple hours.
No, because she doesn't want to talk about it with anyone else. The fact that I'm waking you up is a miracle.
Okay. I'm up.
I'm sorry. You can go back to bed after this.
Okay, I will. Hi, Zelia.
I need you to identify this.
A tiefling.
And
No.
she'll carefully show the brand. It was caused by magic before I met you guys, and we don't know if it's just a brand or if there's anything magical about it. I don't even know exactly when I got it in that encounter, but it's, with who it came from, it's not good.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I can totally identify that.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
He will cast identify.
Pull your weight. You wimp. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And after the 10 minutes goes up, because he does cast it as a ritual spell, he doesn't waste any of his spell slots. He pulls his hand back and is like, I don't get a very clear reading from it. Also, I don't know if it's maybe because it's
Wait.
just awkward to like have my hands on you for 10 minutes, or
Could have used the spell slot.
That's a good point. Either way, it doesn't seem to be actively tracking. I don't have any sense of divination magic on it.
Okay.
But it is definitely magical.
I mean, that's both reassuring and then not reassuring.
Hmm.
Can I go back to bed now?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he quickly lays back down.
Like, plants.
Just plop.
Better having some answers other than none.
Yeah.
But still concerning not knowing what the magic is. Or who he is. You don't think the big library like this that we're going to would have anything like this in their records?
I don't know about people specifically, but you could probably find information about the organization.
I was saying about the organization or about magical runes that can just practically appear on people.
Well, having been at the library once, there's a lot of information there. Most of mine wasn't from books, though.
Fair. Well, thank you for the help. If I guess if I have any weird sensations ever from it, being it is apparently magical still, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, if there are any changes. I would ask if our watch is over, but our DM is now preoccupied.
Sorry, I was brought snacks.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yes, your watch is over.
Alright,
Give
I'll go
me-
get Hina. Hina, you're up! Let's go! Sorry, changing the light color.
You're good. Perception check when you get a chance.
Yep. $16.
The watch goes smoothly up until about 20 minutes to sunrise. When you hear, like, footsteps.
Footsteps. Do I see anything in the direction the sound's coming from? Or are
Sunny,
you just too
because-
busy eating to talk to me?
Shut up. I was brought pretzels. They're very good. I'm sorry. So,
You're okay.
you hear the footsteps. And you see, actually, behind the cart is a glow of sorts.
I'll go investigate.
As you round the cart, there is a glowing door. Just there. And a figure currently going through Beck's stuff.
Why is it always me? Why can't they go through Drago's stuff?
It's the wrong character, I would think. he don't know anything about this. Hi?
As soon as you make a sound, figure stands ramrod straight. They are about 8 feet tall. Super long limbs, ears that stretch out past their head, and they turn to you, lock eyes, and immediately
We
bolt.
met Faye and Avidite. Is it that?
It's very similar. And it immediately bolts through the
so I
door,
wouldn't
which
know what
then
to say then.
disappears.
He didn't take anything, did he? I think I caught it fast enough. Hey, Beck. Faye thing was going through your bag. Make sure you have everything.
What?
A Faye thing was going through your bag. Make sure you have everything.
Oh, not again.
Again, is this normal?
I've been robbed several times, once by a wolf. I go through my bag.
How unfortunate.
You're not missing anything, Beck.
It's all there.
Oh, good that I caught it
Spear,
fast enough.
short sword, shield, ring I don't use, torches, rations, acid vial I've had forever, basic poison bottle, more torches, book I stole.
What?
Oh, yeah, last time we were here I stole a book from the library. It was on dragons. I was curious.
Yes, and I could find a journal written by my brother. I wouldn't steal it from the library.
Really? If you found your brother's journal in the library, you wouldn't take it because it's...
No! No, I wouldn't! I'd
Alright,
read it. I
I'm
wouldn't
picking
steal
up what
it.
you're putting down. I'll steal it.
I walk away.
What time is it?
Almost.
Hina?
Almost time. What?
Oh, I thought you walked away.
I did.
Time for you to watch.
Time for you to
But I
get
already- But I already did my watch.
Yeah, and so did I. It's time to get up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In like 20 minutes.
Oh.
I wanted that to myself, so you just get up.
That gets up and gets ready on the cart, realizing everyone else is still asleep.
And it's
Wait
still
a
dark.
minute. I'll finish my rest on the cart.
All right. Everyone gets up as the sun rises. Hina, I will say that something interesting stands out to you about the list of contents of Beck's bag.
Okay.
He has a book on dragons.
Beck, you can read? Sorry. All I heard was you have a book, so I was playing off
He
of
has a
that.
book on dragons.
Yes, I can read. I'm not an illiterate child.
You said that book was about dragons?
Yeah, it wasn't very interesting. It's all kind of stuff I already knew.
Can I see it?
Sure.
I want to flip through the book.
You see that there is a dragon. There is a dragon listed in the book with the name Swiftstrike.
I was wondering if this would be in here. What information can I gather about Swiftstrike real fast?
Swiftstrike is an ancient moonstone dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That is rumored to have lived in the Nykux region and Lower Zostran region. And
Does she have like another name, like an ancient name? One that I would know.
she wasn't always known as Swiftstrike. In Hina's time, she does know this I just want to make sure I'm saying the right one. Hold on. Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't want to freaking load the picture for me. There it goes. Yes, this dragon was known as Aetherin.
I knew it. I freaking knew it! Heck,
Yeah? What's up?
if you knew we were inquiring about Swift Strike, why didn't you think to check your dragon book?
I didn't think it was relevant at the time. We
Hmm.
brought up Swift Strike.
But the
And
Moonstone Dragon, the baby Moonstone Dragon we talked to on Mukatara said her mother's name was Swift Strike. And she was a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
was right.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be sassy.
Well,
But we had the answer in your pocket the whole time. I hand the book back.
I'm sorry. I must have skipped that page. This is the first I'm hearing of this name in this book. I haven't read it in a while.
As
So
the
I
rest
was
of you are
right.
as the rest of you are getting ready, you hear this conversation going on. Nira, I feel like this would particularly interest you,
Yes.
but everyone does hear this.
So wait a minute. This Swift Strike, the dragon your dad mentioned, is one of the ancient ones on your map? Point. Where did she live? Which Hina will do.
It is on the ancient map.
Yes, she's pointing to that, and it is.
Mm.
Because I'm not talking to myself.
Fair.
I mean, I could, but it'd get boring really fast.
Fair. I have to do it all the time.
Oh, you want me to be like you? I hear you.
Always.
I'm not seeing how any of this is relevant right now.
I do have a question, DM.
Mm.
Could I draw the parallel? Because I'm pretty sure Hina would know about this, that dragons didn't really fall under the, not like draw a conclusion from this, but just notice the parallel. The dragons don't really fall under the, teachings of gods, and so does somebody else we haven't met recently. Just draw the parallel, not connect the dots.
Yes and no. It's kind of like a passive thought where she knows those things separately in her head. She would not necessarily see relevance in them.
Yes, but it's still worth mentioning, because it's like, huh, weird. Why is it that everyone we talked to recently doesn't care? I won't bring it up.
Okay.
But I freaking know! Wrote that down weeks ago.
Alright. As you guys get ready, you can head into the Library of Kao. The guards are not nearly as observant at this gate, and Celebrin with his cloak on. Jolitas on standby, ready to cast magic if need. But he gets through the checkpoint easily.
Hooray.
Oh,
was
babe,
easy.
look, it's your cage.
I will actually send a picture of that to the group chat, actually.
And we noticed one of the guards was taking a nap.
There's a photo of the
Yeah,
library.
they don't really
KO.
pay attention at that gate.
That is something you noticed last time you were there as well, is that the guards at the gates don't really do much. They're more for show than anything.
How do you think I smuggled a prisoner out? I was disguised, but still. So pretty.
So, you are in the library. What would you like to do now that you're here?
Oh, hey, look, it's your cage. Hey, it's not yours anymore.
I could say the worst thing, but I'm gonna refrain.
That's where I met you. Isn't that special to you?
Yes, the worst
Down
day of
memory
my
lane.
life was special because
Place
of that.
will not have a date.
It was still
Did
the
you
worst day.
hear
It was still the worst
that?
day of my life.
Celia, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I did.
You were the best
hurt.
part. You were the best part of the worst day of my life.
You met me on the worst day of your life?
I
It
did.
should be the best day of your life just because you met me. Then again, I rescued you the next day.
Let's go.
See how he's dodging this whole thing? He doesn't want to talk
I
about it.
know, right?
Correct. I don't
He
want to talk
hates
about
me.
it.
I knew it. He hates me.
Where are
I
we going
never
first?
thought I
Can we
would
can we
have
can
this-
we move? We're just standing in the street, people.
I never thought I would have this
Oh, we
thought.
were on the cart.
Because of the
No, we're on
fact
the
that
cart.
Dara isn't here, it's kind of making me miss her. I wonder if this place has any pastry shops.
Huh.
There
Anyway, I can
is a
try and
bakery, but
organize
it
a
sucks.
meeting. Oh, sad. I can organize a meeting with the high priest.
By all
Because
means.
the last time we tried to do that, he saw us pretty quickly.
Go ahead. It's in the main library.
Great. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Salia's gonna join her because she has absolutely no idea where she's going here.
All right. Is anyone else going
Hina's
here?
gonna park the cart somewhere. Actually, Hina's gonna park the cart and then have to join them because she's kind of needed for that meeting.
Drago, are you
I'll stick
going
with
with?
Celebrin for now.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. You got Big Lizard
Oh, so say,
Man.
like guys and girls again. Come on.
You got Big Lizard
Old
Man.
times.
Demi-goddess. You got Walking Corpse and Devil Spawn all going to ask for a meeting with the most important man in the city.
Yeah, it'll be
What
fine.
could possibly go wrong?
Here's the thing: the high priest knows me. I've met with him before.
This is true. So you go into the library. You've been here before. It has not changed since the last time you were there. It looks exactly the same. You see the table where you and Emel had sassed each other after you came back from rescuing Celebrin.
Yeah, now I miss Mel too. Man. Anyway, gotta find the.
Place is so big.
Mm-hmm. It's huge. City library. Anyway. Is there anybody that I see from where I am that looks influential enough to help me get a meeting with the high priest?
The last time you had to get a meeting with the high priest, you went to the information desk.
That is true. I will go there.
Okay. There is a young woman in Time Archivist robes. She's currently filing.
What time of day is it?
It is about midday. Just after
Okay,
midday.
so I will. Excuse me. Good afternoon. I have a request.
Okay.
Do you know if the High Priest is available to speak with us at any point?
She just kind of quickly scans over your group and then at Drago. I can ask.
Would you?
Sure, just wait here a moment, please.
Thank you.
And she scampers off.
You know, Mel was really good at this. I feel like you and him would get along, Drago.
I need everybody
Nice.
who is in. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you.
Jonathan, what did you say?
I just said, oh, why is that?
I don't know. Neither of you really put up with nonsense. I think you guys would get along.
I suppose that's fair.
All right. I need everybody who is inside the library to make a perception check. Nira, you can make this check at advantage.
I'm distracted by all the books.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1 and an 8. But don't worry. Hina's gonna roll like a 19 or something. Or 2. That works. It's close to a 20 on the dice. Oh my god.
Okay. So, Drago and Nira, you both. This was not a very high DC, and I'm kind of shocked that it's only the two of you that are noticing this. But there is an individual, not on the complete opposite side of this section of the library, but a bit of a ways off. He has white hair and almost skeletal looking breastplate, and he wears a royal blue cape over his shoulders. Nira, you have seen this individual before briefly.
No!
Um,
Oh, I knew it!
no one else has seen this character before. But he stands out to you, Nira, and to Drago.
I'm going to just confirm before I assume. Don't correct me, phone.
Your assumption is correct.
Okay.
So again, Nira and Drago. This individual stands out to the two of you.
Nira sees him from the other side of the room, and her blood starts boiling. Which is incredible, because she's like a freezer.
Is it obvious
Drago
that
looks-
Nira is irritated?
I was
Roll
gonna say,
insight.
Drago looks over at the individual, looks back at Nira, blinks a couple times, looks back at the individual, looks back at Nira.
Not to you, Zelia, you're very distracted. The individual in question
Zelia
has
goes
a
to
book
pick the
in
book.
his hand and is seemingly oblivious to everything around him. This also this individual is also a male elf,
Oh?
by the way.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
Wait here, please,
Okay.
just in case the receptionist comes back. And I'm going to, as nonchalantly as I can, walk over to this individual.
As soon as you get within 60 feet of him, he looks up directly at you. And then looks back at his book.
I move to sit next to him. Or stand next to him, whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's
He's
doing.
sitting. So you sit next to him and he immediately just
move to sit
angles his
next to him.
body away from you so that you can't read over his shoulder.
Might I have a word with you?
That was 7.
Okay, might I have a conversation with you?
You can try.
Why?
Why what?
You know, according to somebody whose name I didn't say, but someone you've definitely seen me with, why would you have him share the information that you found?
And what information would you be referring to?
The piece of information that has my fiance accused of heresy.
Fiance. Upgrades.
Yeah. What?
Oh, I said he upgraded.
Yeah. But more like I did the upgrade because you actually. We had a massive falling out because of you.
It's not my fault you're insecure.
Perhaps it's not. But you still didn't help his cause. Are you against him or something?
No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
Not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm quite fond of him, actually.
If you're fond of him, why are you screwing him over?
From my point of view, I gave him a bit of information that introduced him to the woman he was going to marry. I don't say that's screwing him over.
So that's why you did it?
Is there a point to this conversation?
Dang!
There's no way. What?
Is there a point to this conversation, or are you just going to keep interrupting my
Yes.
reading?
I asked you if we could have a conversation. That's what I'm having with you.
What's the point of the conversation? I'd like
I'm
to get
trying to
there
figure out
and get
answers
it
as
over
to
with,
why.
so I can go back to my book.
How would you have known that I would have gotten him out?
I didn't. It's a calculated guess.
How could you have calculated that?
We are sitting in the temple of the god of knowledge and chaos. Everything is calculated in one form or another.
Chaos is calculated now.
Yes, it's the
Doesn't sound
culmination
very
of all
chaotic.
knowledge.
Is there any reason you threw all those pranks?
It was fun. The Ditons are all very uptight. It's fun to sow a little chaos.
Specifically an Avidite? Do you do that normally?
If I find a place that's uptight, yes. So I do it a lot in Aphrodite.
Is that normally what champions do?
Who told you I was a champion?
Out of character? I don't remember, but I know someone told me.
It was Celebrin.
It was Celebrin. Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to assume. Beyonce.
I'd be interested to learn how he figured out I was a champion. But no matter. And no. Not all champions are like this.
Just champions of the Time Archivist.
Just me.
Oh. Okay. Guess that makes you real special then, doesn't it?
It does. Clearly you don't like me. I'm okay with that. But I'll have you know that Celebrin is very important to me.
Why?
He's smart. Really smart. And he's willing to dig where others aren't. He doesn't accept the status quo for what it is. And when someone tells him not to look at something, it makes him want to do it all the more.
The Time Archivist's perfect little follower, then, is what you're saying.
Opposite. He's far from ideal. That's what makes him perfect. He doesn't follow orders. He questions
But wouldn't
everything.
God all about chaos not want people to follow orders?
Oh, absolutely he would. That's why he's perfect. The order has fallen so
That's what I'm
far
saying.
from the vision of our God. Celebrin can change all of that.
So, you picked him to do it because you know he serves your God better than everybody else here?
I guess if you're going to take it at its barest roots, yes. This was far more nuanced, but I doubt you would understand.
Sorry, I'm not smart enough to understand all the nuance.
Oh, it's no fault of your own. You were born that way.
Aren't you charming?
Thank you. Looks like you have a meeting coming up. You should probably get back to your friends. And you see the information desk worker is coming back. Lovely conversation. Have a good day. Tell Celebrin I said
You.
hi.
Sure.
Zelia would have picked up a random book while this was all going on.
The information
In
desk
hindsight, though,
person-
I'm mad about this character noticing. Fine. It's fine. It's always later, right?
Always. But the information desk worker gets back just before Nira does. Nira's still walking back over. The high priest says that he is available to meet with you now if you're ready.
Yeah, let me just go grab, and she's gonna like turn to start to like go grab Nira.
And you see that she is just about back.
Never, once she comes over, we're good.
Meetings now?
Meeting is now.
Yeah.
So, is that acceptable?
Yes. So yes, it is. Sorry. That bastard knows way more than he should.
I'm sorry, who?
Nothing. Sorry, I was thinking out loud.
Okay. And with that, she leads you, Nira, through a very familiar path. You've taken this before. I guess it wouldn't be very familiar, but it is familiar. And you are left at the door to the high priest's office. Just knock when you're ready. I have to go back to work.
Thank you. So quick review of the plan. Actually, how are we going to bring up that, hey, the guy I said sorry, rephrase. The guy I said was going to the Great Penitentiary, I actually helped escape. Now I'm trying to help him drop his charges. How do I bring that up?
I mean, wouldn't he know that he's a fugitive at this point?
Well, yeah. But I straight up told him to his face that he went to prison. I told him that right after I helped him escape. Because apparently the champion knew that he was the love of my life or something. Or the other way around.
Wait,
Let's
what?
just- I'll talk about it later. Let's just go. I'll knock on the
Okay,
door.
we'll go with the flow.
Right, the door is opened. And the high priest just kind of looks you over again, just kind of looks up at Drago, just
What's up?
Please come in. Have a seat. You are very large. Wow. I thought she was exaggerating.
John, if you're saying something, we can't hear you.
No, I didn't. I just went.
We didn't hear that either.
Oh.
Well, once everybody files in, I'll close the door.
Please sit.
Steel's gonna sit down and like cross one leg over the other.
Oh. At this point he seems to finally like recognize that the shock of the Dragonborn has worn off, and he recognizes that there's a tiefling at his office and just kind of gets a little like
She's all too amused right now.
he just kind of like gets real awkward for a moment, then he's I'm sorry, how can I be of service? I've met you before.
Forgive
She'll
the...
look at Nero.
I've met you before.
Yes, you have.
You lied to me.
Well, I guess that covers that part.
And how do you feel about that?
Many ways. Many ways, to be honest.
Sorry that I had to lie to you because I was too busy trying to save his life.
No, it's fine. I was on my way to try and do the same. That is how I learned you lied to me.
I didn't mean to cause you trouble in that regard. I didn't know if you were for him or against him.
Celebrin was one of our star pupils. I did not want him to be executed.
Well, you'll be happy to know that he's been continuing his studies outside of the library.
I am actually glad to hear
And is
that.
doing quite well.
That is very, very reassuring. Especially given what I've learned
engaged,
in his
too.
absence. He is!
Mm-hmm.
Well. Good for him.
It's
And
actually...
oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go first. I've been talking a lot. You go.
You go first. No, you
Try
go
to chime
first.
in
You go first.
just to try to give a couple other places. Sorry. Actually speaking, trying to save him, or at least make it so he doesn't have to continue hiding all the time, is why we're all here.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I just hit my
I
mic.
feel like-
He just sits down at his desk. Is this intimidation? And he points at Drago.
No, he just wanted to tag along. He's a sweetheart.
That puts me at ease. How can...
Drago attempts to smile. It's concerning.
It's concerning.
Roll intimidation.
Roll persuasion, actually.
Good lord. Let's see.
Yeah!
Oh!
You don't have much experience with social interaction, do you?
I stop smiling.
It's alright, thank you for the attempt. It was rather terrifying, but thank you for trying.
It's okay, Drago, we know what you mean.
So, back to the point, the matter at hand.
Is the one in question in my city?
Perhaps. Sorry.
I would very much like to see him again. Perhaps you could arrange
Before
it.
we even. Perhaps we can, but before we do that, who filed the charges against him? I know it wasn't you.
It was not me. It was a...
No, because when I told you that it happened, you were shocked.
Yes, I had heard nothing about it. It was filed by another priest in the temple, who has since been relieved of her duties.
You have a name?
He starts going through paperwork. Yes. Sosha Iruni.
No! That's in character! No, I know who that is!
Who dat?
Are you alright?
What?
Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Oh, that's a name I didn't expect to hear. Like, out of character, I totally expected it. But in character, I didn't expect it. She was a cleric here?
She was. She was transferred in from another temple. She had only been here for a few months when the charges were filed.
Huh. You don't say.
This name clearly means something to you. Are you alright,
Yeah,
child?
it means a lot to me. What?
Are you alright, child?
Yeah, I think. Okay. We can arrange that meeting. I'll go get personally. Can everyone else stay here, or whoever wants to come with me, come with me?
It might be good to take Drago with you if he's willing, just because.
Drago, do you
if
want to
anyone
come with
else-
me?
Nervous. I'll go with you, yes.
Okay, Hina and Zelia, yes, you could stay here, if that's okay.
That's fine. I just figured in case anyone tries to give Celebrin trouble, it'd be good to have several.
Yeah. I'll be right back. And Drago and I will file out.
I so had that spell it wrong.
So that leaves Hina and Zelia in the office, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So while you guys are traveling, he looks at the two of you. Is someone going to tell me why that name is so important?
Hold on.
I don't think
Um,
Celia knows.
no, neither Zelia nor Hina know. I wish I knew.
Is the
I
Prince of Ibai still
Rarely
with
see
you?
her have. No, he
currently.
unfortunately had to go back to Ibai. Though I did hear that whatever information Celebrin found that got him arrested, Emel also found that same information.
Yes,
That's what Nira said anyway.
I've done a thorough investigation into it since he brought it to my attention. Turns out...
So if this person... Oh, sorry.
No,
Turns out what?
Go on, go on, please. Turns out this
If
person...
the person... What? I thought you said go on! What are you doing?
If it turns out the
Yo, you got it,
person...
you got it.
It's the microwave.
DJ, go!
I just did. He's asking for you to continue.
Oh, is that what is going on?
Oh my god!
I could not figure out what was happening. Sorry. I think there's a delay or something. Like,
There's gotta be.
DJ's definitely on like a weird delay right now. Like, I'll see your mouth move and then the sound will come through like 5 seconds later.
okay, I'll go. I'm going. What I was gonna say? Give me a second.
If the
Oh,
person who
If the person who filed that claim is no longer here, can't you just drop the charges?
Yes and no. It's complicated how it works. So that's part of why I need to see him.
because the champion
What about the
Sorry,
champion?
what?
What
because is the champion looking for him?
No, that's the champion of the Fate Keeper that's
Oh, that's
looking
the
for
Fate
him.
Keeper. I'm forgetting. Which
Um,
one?
Yes, which is another thing entirely. The reason it's complicated is I need him here in person to give his defense. Once I have heard his defense, then I can drop the charges.
Oh, so you don't even need us to prove that it's true.
Yes, sort of, kind of. Again, complicated.
Oh, I can prove
Well,
it.
that-
You can.
Oh, it's very easy to prove.
Yes. I draw my sword. Can you identify this?
He looks very hesitant before he reaches out and takes the blade from you. I'm just going to hold the one that I have on my desk for prop purposes. And begins to examine it and cast the spell Identify. Which then his eyes go wide and he... Oh. Oh my. Where did you get this?
It's mine.
Clearly it's yours, but where did you get it?
Let's see. It was forged for me and given to... Well, blades like that were given to all of my squadron. Mine has the family crest in it.
When
I'm
she says
sorry.
it's hers, she's the original owner.
You're saying you're as old as this blade?
Older than the blade, technically.
Trust me, I didn't believe it either whenever I first found out.
I take my sword back. Since he's offering it. And I put it back away.
Wait here a moment. And he, quickly, leaves the office. And he comes back just a minute later. Sorry, I sent for someone. Our champion is currently here visiting the temple. He needs to meet you.
That was out of character. I'm sorry, I'm really excited.
At this point, Nira and Drago reach Beck and Celebrin.
Look, Celebrin, I'm just saying it was the worst day of your life is kind of hard to after meeting the love of your life, you know?
Beck, I didn't know she was the love of my life at that point. And it was the worst day of my life. They left me outside in the rain overnight after arresting me without basis.
Yes, but when you said it while she was around.
The
Oh, hi
very
guys, what's
next
up?
day was great. Hi. You don't
Hi.
look good. What's going on?
Why do you look like the day after tomorrow was yesterday?
What?
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Why do you look so shaken? What's up?
Celebrin, I know who filed that charge against you.
Okay,
She's not here anymore.
that's a good thing. Who was it?
It's a name you might remember. You remember the Emperor of Maul's right hand?
Who?
You mean the leader of Carpathos?
Yes. Yes.
She was here?
Oh.
She was here. She's the one who accused you. Also, Kao's here.
Oh. Well,
He also said he told you that information so that, you'd get arrested and meet the love of your life. He did it on purpose, I guess.
don't think he meant it that way, but he's not the greatest
No,
communicator.
yeah, okay, sure. But no, he said it was very calculated and he knew exactly what he was doing.
That I believe. But I don't think it was so that I would meet the love of
The
my
High
life.
Priest wants to see you.
Okay. Okay, let's
No,
go.
those were his words, I promise you. But the High Priest wants to meet with you.
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, I'm really panicked.
That's fair.
I mean, rightfully so.
The leader of Carpathos.
Goddamn Carpathos messing with us before we even really knew about them. What a world we live in.
I knew about them before that.
So the rest of you walk up to...
I'm holding his hand, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
That's fine. So the four of you go back to the High Priest office, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You come in and the High Priest is like currently freaking out and asking Hina like a million questions about herself. About who she is, where she came from, what life was like. He's like total fanboying.
He's doing her best to answer.
And then he looks up, he's like,
You see, I imagine this scenario, but with Drago in the middle.
he walked away. I couldn't ask him any
What?
questions.
Drago was with Mira.
Oh, you're Celebrin. There you are, my boy. I'm glad to see you well. Congratulations on your engagement. And Celebrin just kind of gives a nervous little nod. Thank you, sir. What now? He's like, well, thanks to your friends, I have irrefutable proof that your claims were correct and you were not committing heresy. So, I just need to hear it from your lips, basically, and then I can drop the charges. To which he immediately goes into this full rant about how he found the information and why he wanted to bring it to him and all this, like, very over-explanatory dialogue. And the High Priest is just listening very intently. Like, this is completely normal. I've heard all I need to hear.
Intellectuals.
I will write to the temples that your name is to be removed from the list of heretics. And the charges against you will be dropped.
Oh my god.
Where is Kao? And he, like, leans out of his office and he comes back. He's like, well, evidently he's gone down to the secure archive. So.
So we have to wait then?
No, I could. Well, technically, you all don't have permission to enter, but I do, and I can go get him. So just walk with me.
Okay.
So,
Follow him out then.
all right. Just moving stuff.
Moving right along.
I just need to make sure things are set up before I. Also, just for reference, I do not have a token for KO So I'm using a stand-in token whenever you guys do find him on the map. I just need to make sure the map is ready. Oh, wrong thing. Oh no. There we go. Give me 1 second.
The music went away.
Yes,
oh no.
it did. Give me a second.
What are we gonna do with the silence?
So the High Priest leads you down to the secure archive. There are 2 Stratos Tempesta soldiers guarding this gate, but they step aside when they see the High Priest with you.
Is the game paused on purpose?
It was not, my bad.
So we're just looking for what's his face?
Yes, you are looking for Kao. The High Priest is currently conversing with the Stratos Tempesta. He's basically trying to convince them to let the rest of you come into the archive with him. They are not being convinced.
You know, I watched these guards for an afternoon.
You did?
Yeah. I had to try and figure out how to act like one of the guards here so I could sneak Celebrin out.
Oh, right.
The High
I
Priest
hung out
turns
at the archive now.
to the rest of you. My apologies. There are only 2 names permitted to be given entry to this archive, and none of you are on it. So they're not going to permit you to enter. I'm going to go see what I can do about that. Just hang tight, I guess. I don't know how long this is going to take. My apologies. And with that, he rushes off. The 2 squares that are on the map there are where those Stratos Tempesta soldiers are standing. Here and here. They're standing next to the pillars.
Well, this must be a boring job.
Painfully
An
so.
important one, though.
All the information that is too
Do you guys
dangerous for
tell-
commoners is inside.
Do you guys just like tell jokes most of the day? Being that I'm sure most people don't even try coming down this way, or how do you kill time?
We
What a philosophical question.
sometimes fight each
How do you-
other.
That's one way to go about it.
I
Beck.
like these guys.
Beck, as a new
Yeah.
convert of the Storm Sword, you would recognize the Stratos Tempesta as followers of your deity.
Either of you want to arm wrestle?
Yeah, let's go. The one immediately
yeah!
jumps for it, like, yes!
Athletics?
Yes, go ahead and roll athletics.
Alright.
Celia's just gonna sit on the ground.
19.
24.
Ah, damn.
Your hand slams down. He's like, yeah!
Son of a bitch.
You
If I
do
had a
notice
nickel for
that
every
they
time
are. Go ahead.
If I had a nickel for every time I lost at arm wrestling.
3. Hina beat you
3.
twice.
Oh. Well, I count that as one person beating me.
Well, that's not what you said.
You guys do notice that these guards, they're not exactly paying like the closest attention. They're just kind of standing guard. Like Beck is currently equal to and even slightly behind them after that arm wrestling contest, and they're not moving to like make him back up.
Nira has so many tempting thoughts in her head right now. Not Nira.
That's my thought.
Nira probably has a lot of tempting thoughts.
So like, this the only assignment you guys ever get as part of the Stratus, or have you done duty anywhere else?
The one who did not arm wrestle you just kind of chuckles. I have had other assignments, but this is my most recent. Him over there, this is the only assignment he's ever had.
Wow, that's incredibly boring.
Since
The guy
Nira's
who
been over here before,
Yeah.
does she recognize either of them?
You do. The one that arm wrestled Beck is the one that you talked to the last time.
Yeah.
Where he told you how
That checks
boring
out.
it is. And how he
Yeah.
knows there's only 2 people allowed to come in or out.
That's right.
You figured they'd find a way to, like, I don't know, magically seal the door so that they don't need armed guards all the time or something.
The door does have magic on it. We're just, like, an extra layer of defense.
What kind of magic does it have on it?
I am not a magic person. I have no idea. I joined the Stratos
That's weird.
Tempesta because we were
feel
told we
that.
get to hit things.
And here you are, not being able to hit things.
Yes, it's very boring and kind of feels like I've been robbed.
Maybe you guys should ask for, like, a reassignment.
I've asked twice.
Clearly, they aren't respecting you enough.
Right? I mean, you could try and get in. It's not gonna work.
You're gonna let us try.
It's not gonna work.
It'd be funny.
This isn't like a setup, like the moment we touch the door, you're not gonna, like, hit us in the back of the head or
Beck, you
something.
should go try it.
I'm double checking if I can. Like, do I have an actual chance of trying? Or are you
I'm
gonna
not gonna
be like,
stop
stop my
you.
orders? Because I'm immediately gonna try and open the door.
Julia's just like still sitting on the ground, like hands are like sitting, like resting behind her as she just like watches this, like hoping something happens.
You put
Becca's
your
immediately gonna try and force the door open.
you put your hand on the door, and these arcane runes light up, and the door does not open.
Hold on,
Like something bad
a
happened.
little bit of elbow grease. I think I'm turning it. Nope, it's resetting itself.
Can I use an Arcana check to see if I can decipher those runes?
Sure.
Hold on.
Anybody who wants to try
I'm
can
gonna
roll
try with
Arcana.
using-
I rolled a nat 20 on an Arcana check!
Woo!
I'm so proud
My
of you!
moment. My moment!
If anybody else would like to, you can, but Nira definitely has it.
All Beck's
Not
doing
a
is he's
magic-y
shoulder checking the
person.
door.
She knows 3 things of magic, so I don't think she's gonna know much.
Nira, these runes are basically authentications. They're trying to see who is touching the door.
It's almost like a fingerprint scanner then.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my shoulder!
Please tell me that was in
Heck, maybe if
character.
you tried a little bit harder.
You're right, Celia. I'll use the other shoulder. Ah, my other shoulder.
Every time he touches the door, those runes light up and then fade.
She looks at the guards. Does this amuse?
Very much so.
It's only two.
The best entertainment I've
two-
had in weeks.
two- only. So it only works if the champion or the high priest touch the door?
Correct.
So why are you here?
As an extra layer of defense, that's what we're told.
It seems pretty foolproof to me. Hina's gonna touch the door.
Hina, as you touch the door. Come on. I hit the wrong button. There we go. The door swings open. And then
Like
everyone just kind of stops.
How?
How did you do that?
It doesn't seem
Is it-
foolproof anymore.
How
I
did-
just touched the door.
They're both
Wait,
like
could it
so
be
in
'cause of-
shock that they don't move right away. It's Celebrin. Whoa, it's open. Let's go.
I loosened it for you.
What the hell? You did.
I need
Wait,
something
no,
to make
no,
myself
you can't go in there. You can't go in there.
feel.
But the door
She
opened.
obviously can. It opened for
Okay,
her.
yes, but we're not permitted to go. Guys, we're trying not to make enemies, right?
Technically, it
Let's
opened for
rethink
her.
our action.
Let's
Guys,
go before they change their
Let's stop
mind.
walking. They aren't changing their mind.
Do, 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 do. Just like grabs back arm in the process and tries
Yeah,
to drag him in.
we attempt to drag back in, and then Hina's gonna shut the door because they can't follow us.
Guys, no, I do not consent to this.
You shut the door and it immediately locks.
We just
you
had
can
a
hear-
conversation about this a few days ago.
And you can hear them now trying to bang on the door and get in, yelling for you guys to not go in there.
Guys,
I didn't know
It's
that
not
was
like we can get in
possible.
trouble.
Hina, what did you do? I touched the door. I didn't do anything. I'm wondering if their parameters for getting in are a little wrong.
Or maybe it's because of your divine blood.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just the two of them. It's no, but that wouldn't work. It's not like any god. Kao's not a god. Anyway, since we're in, might as well go.
do you realize the amount of trouble we're putting ourselves in? I thought we were here to get someone out of trouble.
I mean, he was trying to get us in here in the first place.
That's true.
All
just
we
got
had to
ourselves
do
in.
was wait patiently.
I figured it out.
You
And
might have made things
Out
worse.
of character, I got a text from the DM that said Hina should try and touch the door. So, I'm following the DM.
Doesn't know that.
I'm telling you out of character, leave me alone.
Zelia,
I think
Hina, I need you guys to roll. I guys need you two to roll dexterity saving throws
Oh god.
as you step forward onto a pressure plate.
Dexterity saving throw. 8.
11.
Okay. Both of you step onto this pressure plate as suddenly, hold on, I just need to. The floor opens
Oh my
beneath
God,
you.
traps down here.
Hang on, I just need to grab my dice.
Wings, please.
Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong kind of dice.
Wings.
I don't know if it's a reaction. I don't know if I'd be able to do it as a
Bye,
reaction.
Brian.
Bye, Ryan. No, it's a bonus action. It's not a reaction. I can get you out after we take the damage.
Alright, you're each going to take 14 piercing damage as you fall
Ow.
into this pit trap. And the rest of you freeze.
Why would they trap their own archive? Come on, Zelia. And I'm going to use
Precaution.
the Radiant Soul thing. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna expend it, so I said I did. Burp, burp, and I'm gonna fly you out. Well, that sucked.
Okay. Step
Maybe
with
I should start
caution.
checking for traps.
That's a good idea. Let's
Let's
do that.
take my battle axe or my great axe because it's quite large, and can I use it to kind of tap the floor in front of me as I walk?
Absolutely, you can do that.
I like his idea.
Did that come through at all?
What was that?
No.
Nope.
Kind of came out as one garbled at the end.
Yeah, I figured. See,
Say absolutely.
yeah, that was what I said. Absolutely.
That's what I thought you said.
By the way, I can see these.
Well,
See
yeah.
I don't know if anyone
what?
else
Well,
can see
that's
that.
great. You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see them.
There
They
are
haven't
suits of
moved.
armor
You know what I can
up
see back?
against the wall.
Yeah, you want to know what I can see back? I can see the little circle around Hina.
I am flying now.
Okay.
Hina is not taking any more risks with the floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Drago.
I am
Being his
terrified of
touching things.
moving.
Jargo's topping the floor. Oh no, 7. 7 is a bad
Celebrin,
number.
I'm terrified of moving.
I don't blame you. I didn't expect a giant hole in the floor to open.
Just
I'm glad that
Just
neither of us fell into
follow
it.
me.
Okay.
Tap, tap, tap. Of course, Drago can't actually really lead anything because it's just dark.
Not casting light, because if it's dark in here, she can.
You're casting like 5 feet of light, which is why I've been walking
Well,
5 feet next to Hina the whole time.
Well, that's wrong, because the spell light is like a torch.
Yes, but you just
Your
have some
aura.
kind of
That
aura.
light is your aura.
Yes.
Oh, that's
so
true. I do have that. Well,
It's producing 5
she
feet
also
of
has a
light for
torch,
me to see.
so... Not a torch, she also has light on, because she does, so
Okay.
I will turn that on, too.
I appreciate that.
The hell is this?
The hell is what?
This thing on the floor. It's like a giant stone
I
dais.
think those are supposed to be pillars.
Oh,
This?
no,
No,
those...
these.
Yeah. Those are not pillars. Those are
Oh.
raised stones in the floor with symbols in them that glow different colors.
So, stubby pillars.
Are they the different schools of magic?
They are,
Yeah,
but
'cause
there
when I walk
to the
is
center of
one
the pillar.
missing. Nothing happens.
Ooh.
What's missing
2,
is
3, 4, 5,
necromancy.
6, 7.
There is one missing. See, I don't remember.
Can I
don't know
determine which
type
one is which if I use detect magic myself?
You could try with an
That's a dumb
Arcana
question.
check.
I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna use detect magic on this spot.
I'll roll
and-
Arcana, because that's what you said. I rolled an 8. I mean, he
Can
could
I-
still use detect magic. I just wanted to roll.
Can I knock on this door that Drago's by?
1 second, one thing at a time.
Mm.
I just want to...
Ye-
Come on, load. Thank you. So the one that is missing is Conjuration. All of the other schools are represented. I'm also going to get rid of your thing because it's big. Go ahead and are you knocking at the door or are you listening at the door? My bad.
I guess I'll listen.
Okay, roll perception.
Did my spell not reveal anything?
It revealed that Conjuration was the one that was missing.
Oh, I thought that was your Arcana check.
No.
30-20.
There is noise on the other side of the door, but it's very, very faint. You can't make out any details. It's almost like you can hear something, but you can't tell what it is.
Like, can't tell if it's people talking or not.
Right.
Can
Um,
I like slowly creak open the door,
Mira.
try to like glance in.
Hmm?
yes, you can in just a second. Nira, based on your Arcana check, you have a feeling that this has to do with entering the archive. Something's telling you that this has something to do with entering the archive.
It's like a puzzle almost.
Especially because the spot where the missing stone is pointed towards the door.
It's missing conjuration.
Right.
Why conjuration? Isn't that like
Um,
summoning magic?
Yeah. I'm wondering. See, I'm like, it's one of two things. It's either another stone like these that goes into its place, or you have to cast a conjuration spell, which I can do.
I can't. I only have divination and transmutation.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Okay. Where do you Misty Step to?
Um. Part of me wants to stay in the circle. Part of me wants to leave. I'm gonna Misty Step to the front of the circle,
Okay. You Misty Step.
and that is a conjuration spell.
You Misty Step. That's about it. All right. So you peer in
Do you
the
have
door, Zelia. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And you see that there is
No, you're fine. You go.
there is a lush garden of sorts in this room.
And a giant thing.
This
I think it's a Deva,
I
which-
will get
good
to
lord.
that in a second because that is just a placeholder token.
Nice, nice. You should have just been like, yes, yes, it's a Deva. Go
Total-
attack it.
Totally. No. Actually, Zelia and Drago, if you were in the library earlier, you've seen this individual before.
Oh, this is what's his face?
This is the champion.
Yes.
He is
Like, yeah, I saw that
currently
champion, but
there.
not
There's like a cut down tree, a large trunk, and he is currently laying across it.
He's planking.
Just kind of like laid out, almost like he's sunbathing, but he's not sunbathing.
Is the priest in here too, or
No, the priest ran off to try and get you guys access to the secure archive.
oh, fun? I'm gonna slowly close the door and then like motion over to the others. I found the dude. I think. I guess this has to be the person we were looking for because only 2 people can enter.
Oh, he gets around. Did anything happen when I Misty stepped out?
No, yeah, I mean you Misty stepped.
The symbols on the ground. Do you have them all labeled and coded or no? Because I would like to know what the top and bottom one are.
Top one is necromancy, bottom is divination.
And this one on the right.
Evocation.
Okay. So you said necromancy, divination, and evocation.
Yes.
Okay. Because if there's doors leading in each of the directions up and down, and right leads further in with evocation,
There's not though.
there's not.
There's only one door right here, and the door we came in.
Is there a door up here? Oh,
There's no door up there.
I guess I assumed. I did. Oh, and there's a higher shrine, altar. But evocation is pointing towards the altar. Weird. Um,
So, should we go talk to the dude? Should we wait for the hype?
DJ,
Yes.
well, now I'm invested in this thing.
from when we were looking at the maps the other day, I think Nero's vision is wrong.
Is
I
it?
think. No, hold on. No, it's not. I was on the wrong tab. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Okay. I was about to say, I thought I.
Sorry.
put
She
it
can
on
just
there.
see the whole map.
Yeah, she's
No, she can just see
stupid
the
far
whole map
vision.
because she has 120 feet of dark vision, and I forgot that I'm standing in the middle of the room. Never mind.
I was gonna say, no, I'm pretty sure it is right because I had to make sure she could see stupid
no,
far.
I'm just dumb. Don't mind me.
So, Zelia asked if you guys are supposed to go talk to the champion because she found him.
It was the high priest who wanted Celebrin to talk to him, or he wanted to talk to, or he wanted. What did he want?
Hina. He wanted the Hina to meet him.
Right,
I think from what I was getting.
right. Okay.
The question is, approach him without the priest, or
Honestly, he doesn't seem like the type to care.
I mean, he is just lounging on a tree stump.
He doesn't seem like the type to care.
Maybe let's let Hina go first. Being that you were the one who could actually get entrance into here.
Okay. If you say so. Drago had walked away, so I'm just gonna stand on top of him. Hina will walk in first. And they'll both follow, or attempt to, because God.
Yeah,
Small
it's been a
doors.
long time since I've had to draw walls and things. Sure enough, in this room there is a garden of sorts, and in the center is a cut down tree, and he is just draped across it. Looks like he might be sleeping. Beck, if you are still concentrating on detect magic, is that the case?
I think it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, it hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
So technically, yes, I would be.
There is a large magical field in the center of this. I do not know off the top of my head what the school of magic is. But whatever school of magic are have like auras and force fields and crap, that's the magic school.
Abjuration.
There you
Most
go.
likely abjuration, I would say.
There you go. I don't have it in front of me. So.
Huh. It's abjuration magic over there, guys.
Covering the whole garden.
You good? You good, Hina? You look like you've seen a ghost. Again.
I think I have.
What do you mean?
Is someone brave enough to wake him?
Sure.
I'll do it. I know him.
Celebrin, you got it. He knows you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
And according to Nira, he apparently likes you.
Yeah, he and I are pretty close, actually. Beck, are you coming?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stick with Hina and you.
And he just kind of reaches over and just shakes him, and you watch as the head just kind of lolls back and forth unnaturally.
Beck's gonna do it, but twice as hard. Wake up!
And again, the head lolls.
Oh my god, I know what's
I'm
happening.
gonna get in front of him. I'm gonna slip across the face. Wake up!
Hold on, stop!
What?
Stop!
He's not waking up.
Yeah, I know. I know he's not.
Stop a man?
Well, how else am I
God.
supposed to wake him up? I don't have a bucket of water to throw on him.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember something. Can I roll for history to see if I can remember the thing? Considering her memory loss
Yes,
at
go
times.
ahead.
Oh, come on, roll well. I want to know. I want to know.
9.
So that's a 12.
You vaguely remember with this individual, Hina, that he sometimes would not wake, but not because he was sleeping, but because it was almost like he was absent from body.
And would that tip me off?
You
Or will it
don't
take a
know.
couple minutes?
You don't know why. It's on the tip of your tongue. But you can't. You're not quite there yet. You just know that sometimes
So,
he would fall asleep, and it was like he was absent from body.
okay. I got this. I know the angle.
I'm gonna pinch his nose.
Leave him be.
What?
He's not there.
What do you mean?
He's
I'm clearly touching him.
stop. Leave him alone. He's like there were times that he would just be there but do nothing because it was almost out of body for him.
You recognize him?
Yes, I know him.
Oh my god, is he another one of your relatives? Am I
That tipped me off.
slapping your uncle?
I don't.
I'm gonna let go of his nose first. I'm gonna jump off. I'm like, how many more people are we gonna meet are related to you?
As he says related to, the eyes open, golden irises staring up at Beck and Celebrin, and he just kind of shifts his jaw. Someone hit me.
Celebrin did it.
I don't think so.
You liar!
Good to see you, Celebrin.
Sorry, I panicked.
And he sits up. And Hina, you remember now how you know this individual. Ow. That stings. And he stops, he turns and he looks over around and then freezes as he sees Hina. Well, this is awkward. You're supposed to be dead.
You're here. You're not supposed to be on the planet.
I'm so confused. But if you're saying that he's not supposed to be on a plane, is that one of your godly relatives?
Shh.
Not supposed to be on the planet makes me think something else.
No, I
How did you all
remember.
get into the archive?
I touched the door.
You
Points
know,
to Hina.
door.
I really need to fix that. I didn't think that would work it. I didn't think it would matter.
It's unlike you to not know something.
It is.
Don't
I
you
don't
think?
like it. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna castrate your father.
Do not.
It's not
Okay,
like
so
an
he does know
accident.
Kurik.
Of course I know Kurik. You're too close. Back up. And he
That's
like
rude.
shoos Beck away from him.
Hey!
Who
My name is
he?
Kao. It's nice to meet you. You're in my library.
Her eyes just like go wide.
Oh. I hope we haven't disturbed you then. Sorry.
It's
I
all
didn't realize
making
this was your
sense.
library.
Two DDs now. That's two DDs now. Technically, the ones.
Well, it seems
Again,
to
how
have
did
been
you...
bothering
no,
you.
I know you
Perhaps
touched the
we should
door and came in,
talk.
but why are you in my archive? Why are you
The
here?
high
Celebrin.
priest wanted us to. Actually, the high priest wanted me to meet you.
Of course he did. Damn it, you told him the truth, didn't you?
I did.
This is going to be problematic. Priel is going to be pissed.
You can
Priel,
get
is that
over
the
it.
fake keeper?
It is.
Yes.
That's me out of character. Okay, I was trying to remember out of character.
Don't you think the other gods will be pissed that you're here?
They're not going to find out. We're going to keep it that way. Do you understand me, Hina?
I don't know, Volta.
Oh, come on!
You're just going to announce it so casually. It's a bit of
Oh,
a treat.
why wouldn't
We
I?
are meeting a relative of yours again.
Yes, though I'm not her uncle. Great uncle.
Yeah.
Sorry, semantics.
Great Uncle Volta pulled the best pranks. I'm
Hmm.
guessing that was you in Mockton, wasn't it?
Yes.
Delicious breakfast, by the way. Thanks a lot.
Take too bad Starry isn't
Wasn't
here.
for
That's
you.
me out of character.
Wait. That was you?
Yeah,
I feel like I was eating
that
sand
was
and dirt.
that was
You
KO.
were. It was disguise.
God, if you weren't a god, I'd swear at you.
You can swear at me, I don't care.
Fuck you, KO. That
Wow.
felt good. Bad aggression. Whew, just really left.
Hmm.
Not many times you can tell a god off. Actually, wait. Celebrin, how are you handling this? Because, if I put two and two together, you should definitely know what's going on by now.
Celebrin is currently jaw on the floor, eyes wide. He is not
I'm gonna-
responding to
I'm gonna
anything.
pick him back up to his feet. I'm gonna pick him back up to his feet. Come on. Come on,
So
buddy.
you did know. You knew I was coming. Wasn't a calculated guess.
I'm not Priel. I don't know fate.
Yeah, you know everything else.
Yes. Evidently not, because I didn't know you were alive, Hina. Oh! Balls, that means we accidentally buried you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. Thanks a lot, by the way.
Oh, we dug her out. Don't worry.
Appreciate it, because
I mean, self-evident. She's right there.
didn't know you were alive in there. My bad.
I don't know how I got there. I
don't either.
was in Solas when it was burned to a crisp.
Right, I assumed that you burned with it. I was told you did. This pisses me off. There's something more I don't know.
Did you know that
I
the
don't know.
Sky Queen was trapped in there?
Yes, I do know that
Police
her
were asking.
avatar is trapped in Serenity. That's actually how
Was.
it could be. Was.
Was.
She's free?
Was. Well, at least what
No.
they've told me.
No.
Also my problem, and
No,
Hina. Not
she's
Hina,
still
Nero.
she's still in Serenity.
She's not
No,
bound in Serenity anymore.
That may be the case, but she's
That.
still in Serenity.
Yes, but we set her
Eh,
free.
But yes,
She's
that
not stuck.
that whole thing is actually what gave me the idea for this. Ta-da. This is my avatar. His name is Kao. He's been the one and only champion of the Time Archivist since the dawning. Nobody's questioned it. It's wonderful. I get to come back to the world that I helped create and hang out with the people that I helped raise. It's my favorite thing.
You know, I'm kind of impressed, actually.
Thank you, God of Knowledge and Chaos. It's my thing.
I'm a little more disappointed that no one else has figured out that you've lived longer than you should have.
I know. It's funny, if you can make up enough lies to people, they just genuinely start believing you. Even when they really shouldn't. That's why I
Well,
like Celebrin, because he never takes anything at face value. He questions everything. Even if he doesn't question it out loud.
It's also fair to assume that he could just be like a high elf that's lived a really long time. Like
True.
High Priest of the Fatekeeper.
Ugh, diet.
It's not out of the realm of possibility to. You don't like him?
He's a little too old. He could expose me.
That's true.
I avoid him and the other high elves. Problematic.
Fair enough. So they're problematic. What am I?
Well, you just exposed my identity to a whole bunch of mortals.
Them.
Yes, including the one I was grooming to be my next high priest. So thank you for that.
I knew it! Out of character, I knew it! Damn it.
I was guessing he was doing something, but I wasn't sure what.
I knew that's exactly what he was doing.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, you woke me up. You're in my archive. You now have access to...
Well, you didn't miss
Bunch.
me.
Hina, darling. Things are different for those of us who are above. Missing things is not something I'm familiar with.
Okay, you're happy to see me then.
Yes, of course I'm happy to see you.
There you go.
It's a given. Duh. I think the only one who'd be happier than me to see you would be Asda and Lotir.
Do you have a way that he's down here too?
No, he's too much of a rule follower.
Loser.
He is.
Just kidding, I love you.
I know, can you believe Asta chose that dunce over me?
Did you want her to choose you?
Everyone wanted Asta to choose them.
I don't know if order and chaos would have worked as well as life and death, but okay.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, but he's her opposite too.
I know, but he's boring. Anyway, well, you're all here, you know my identity. What'll it take to keep you quiet? Can't have anyone else, especially the other gods, finding out that I do this.
I'm sorry. I semi-perceive that as you threatening us. Were you threatening us? I don't think I
I'm
was
bribing
clever enough to
you.
notice it.
What do you want? What can I do for you?
Oh.
You have the attention of a god. What do you want to do with it?
Am I limited to just one thing?
Yes. Don't
Damn
test
it.
my
Is
patience.
it each individual or the group?
I'll give each of you one ask. I reserve the right to say no. You're in my domain. This archive, especially the secure archive, is full of information that is not available to anyone else. What would you like to do with that information? What can I do for you?
Uh, hmm. I'm sorry. Can I have a moment to think about this?
There's so many questions I have to ask.
DJ, I'm gonna send you a
Okay.
text real quick.
Stuff I texted you in the group chat. Okay.
Wait, I'm not gonna get it on this phone. Dang it!
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to other. Switching phones has been a nightmare.
Literally given the option of a question, it's like, oh no,
Only
I can't
only
think of
one
anything.
way to find out.
Oh wait. Stop.
You can ask, and then if he needs clarifying questions, he'll ask them, or he can tell you to narrow it down. The only way to know what you can get from him is to ask him. I love how you're all like doing your own like preparations to ask.
I think we
I'm
had to
trying-
miscommunicate our
I'm trying to-
messages.
I'm trying to get April's text to load, to be honest, but my phone thing is ready to switch, so I'm doing
Should
that.
I send
Sorry.
it to you just
Yes,
direct in a direct message or in Discord?
If you do, Discord would work actually.
Okay.
Let's say Facebook would work too, but Discord might be the best because my phone is now busy trying to get a phone number. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm trying to do this all day, so the fact that it's only taking now is annoying. But it should take under 5 minutes. Please don't leave the screen. Oh wait, it's done. I read what it said.
I have my question ready.
Oh,
Lay it
essentially.
on me.
How would I go about killing the Eternal Night
Why do you want to kill the Eternal Night?
to save you? That's why you can also use your question for something else.
You can't kill the Eternal
Okay.
Night.
Okay, I can't. Is there a way we can?
No, you're all mortal.
This is like
Only-
nothing I can use. The power of a god or something?
Only a god can kill another god.
Pretty sure Korik said that.
Well, I know he said that, but I wanted to clarify, like, oh, this sword has the power of the Sky Queen. That's not a thing?
He just said no.
No. It doesn't work like that.
Shit.
And even when gods kill other gods, they're not dead forever. If that were the case, we wouldn't have Azta.
Alright, well, there's my question. Celebrin, you...
If you're asking how to save her from her condition, is that the root of your question?
Yes.
She's already been saved.
Okay. Guess I wasn't aware.
Who's next?
Celebrin, do me a favor and ask about Crypothos.
I'm sure he has other questions to
Well,
ask.
someone should ask about it.
I'm waiting.
Drago, if you don't have a question,
Mm.
if you don't have a question, Drago, do you mind asking about Crypothos? I used up mine.
I have no question I want him to answer, so
It doesn't
Sure,
have to
what
be
is this?
information. You can also make a request for me to
Crypathos.
do something. I am a god.
Oh.
What's this Crypathos?
It's a
Or
cult
so I
that
stop it.
serves
Oh.
the conqueror. Her name is Kripa. She is a demigoddess, child of the interloper deity known as Narakila, the Crimson Flame, and a human mage named Torben.
Like the month?
Yes, precisely. That is what the Crypother says. They are the servants of Krypa.
I don't suppose I can ask a follow-up to that one.
What's the follow-up?
Or something like same general vibe. Can't really kill him.
You have a little bit more. You can't kill her, per se. But you can seal her. As mortals, you have a little bit more capability against her. She is part mortal. She's like Hina's father. Except, not quite as powerful. Her other half is mortal, not other god.
So in power level, she's similar to my father, but in status, she's similar to me, and I realize my light's wrong, but that's fine.
Correct, yes.
Doing good.
In power levels, she is very close to Kurek. But its status...
You cut out, but what I'm assuming you said was very close to Cork.
Yes. But
Okay.
in status, she would have been beneath you, actually.
Beneath me?
In status only. Well, yes, beneath you. Far
Nice to hear that,
beneath
honestly.
you, because she's the child of an interloper. She barely has status at
Oh,
all.
come on, you don't need to flatter me so much.
It's not a flattery on you, it's an insult on her. Child was
I'll
a
take the
pain in our
flattery,
asses.
though.
Petulant child. Sorry, I have no love for that girl.
It's okay. My father doesn't either. Apparently, there was an arranged marriage, or an attempt at one anyway.
An attempt at one. It was shot down quickly. We thought it was
course.
a joke at first. Who's next? Who's next? Come on.
Much going on. My own question.
Surely you all have
Okay,
questions
this
to
is really
ask.
small. This is just a
No,
really
I
small
do have
thing
one. I'm
because
sorry, I'm really distracted.
while they're all still thinking, why is the conjuration symbol missing from your stone thing out? This is just out of curiosity.
Oh,
You don't have to answer this one.
that's because it's a teleportation circle. The conjuration symbol appears on the center stone when teleportation is used.
Oh, I was trying to figure it out. I thought it was like some weird puzzle thing. That makes a lot more sense.
Specifically, teleportation?
Specifically teleportation.
Okay.
That's what that circle is. It's a teleportation circle.
Hmm.
You go like anywhere? Or is it like a set spot? Is that
To
how
it-
you get to
it-
the other place?
There's a network of those circles, and they are all connected. So you can use that circle to go to any of the other circles without any risk, really.
Is that how you got to that place to do all those pranks?
No, that's because I'm a god.
Oh. Oh, so you don't need it really.
No, I don't need it. KO needs it. Volta doesn't. KO is still a mortal shell and is limited as such.
Man, if we didn't have a horse and a cart, I would have asked to use it. Oh well.
I mean, if you
I
really
have-
think about it, we don't have a horse.
We have a cart. It's a Mel's cart.
That
It's
is
gonna be
Mel's
bad
cart.
at us when we
I'm
show up
going to
without
be
it.
I'm going to be completely honest here. I would not let you use it.
Didn't hear a word you said after honest here.
I would
All cut
not
out.
let you use it.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Sky Queen teleported us.
Yes.
I'm
Not
sorry.
to
I'm
another
being childish
circle.
at this point.
Yes, you are being very childish.
I thought it'd be a little funny. I'm sorry.
I could teleport you too. I don't need a
I-
circle to do that. I'm telling you, the other places where that teleportation circle is connected, I would not send you.
Are they dangerous?
Fair. Just
Some
want us to know where they
are.
are.
That's the big thing, yes.
Oh. That makes more sense.
I have a mixture of an inquiry and request that are
Alright.
connected, but there are only 2 others here that know about it, and I would frankly prefer not to have many others know.
If you'd like, we have
If
side rooms
that-
we could adjourn to.
That would be fine with me. I would be okay with Nira and Celebrin joining, being they're the 2 that know.
He points over.
Celebrin
I'm
is
getting all
good
my
enough.
texts now. Sorry.
He points over to this door over behind you, Zelia. He's like, go through there. Once I've dealt with the others, I will come join you.
Eh. What on earth is happening? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Nero will go with her.
Okay.
Yay!
Hina approached. Is she going to ask her question?
Yes, she is.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you would even have it, but is Celebrin's journal in the archive anywhere?
It is. It's in this archive, actually.
Can I have it?
I'll make you a deal. Hina.
Okay.
If you can find it, you can have it.
Wow, that's really kind of you.
I know. I'm parting with knowledge that
You
I
make every-
collected.
You're so sweet.
Would you rather I take you to it and keep the journal?
No.
That's what I thought. Those are your options.
I'm gonna go look for it.
You
You
may
want a
not want to
hand, Hina?
wander alone. I do keep this place very well trapped.
Yeah, I noticed. Ow, by the way. Rude.
Wasn't meant for you, but sorry. I do have a working
Maybe your
teleportation
lock should be better
circle.
then. I'm just kidding.
The worst part
Do you
is
want a
I
hand, Hina?
hear your father when you
Yes,
speak.
please.
And with that, he will
All right.
go into the side room.
Is Celebrin just gonna stay sprawled on the ground?
Celebrin is
No, I lifted him up. He's
still
on his feet.
still in shock, just standing there.
The poor baby.
That's
He-
something. I thought you'd be raving more about how you're your best god. Your god, specifically.
Which Ko looks at Nira. Your fiance's having a moment.
Yeah, I noticed.
You may want to help
I
him.
mean, I'd have a moment too if. Oh, you want me to go with him?
Doesn't have to be this moment, but I think someone should break him from his stupor, and it's probably best if it's you.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go do it now, probably. I'll be back. Besides, he's the other one who knows about this thing, so.
That's also true.
For those of you who are going to be exploring, do not go into any other rooms until I am done with this side conversation, so because I can't see what's happening, so I can't trigger things as needed.
No, you're fine. I was walking around because I was like, where did they go? And then I was like, because I can't see the map except for where basically Hina is standing. So as soon as people walk out of that space, I can't see them. So I'm like, they go. So I was walking around looking for them. And then
I was
walked
just
back.
gathering the rest of the room because I had little shadow blobs.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah, no,
don't. I can see the whole room.
I can't do that at all. See right here at the end of her torchlight, can't see anymore.
I feel like Zelia is just having a very uncomfortable moment of just being alone in the room with the deity.
To which he's just like, are we waiting for her to come back, or did you want to make your...
I mean, I can start to tell
Alright.
you, I suppose. You might. This is very odd to frame because you might already be aware of the situation with who you are.
Probably.
Back in Visar. Back in Visar, there was a contract I was on.
The failed
and
assassination
I
attempt, yes.
was. Yes. I have absolutely no idea who my target was and still don't. And he also left a mark on me. So I was wondering if you could do either all of the above or part of this. I would like to know who he is. I was also wondering if you could somehow tell me what this mark is that's on me and if I should be concerned about it with what it does, or better yet, if you could remove it, which would be the most preferable thing out of all of that. But I don't know that if that's something you can do.
How about I tell you what it does, and if you still want it removed, I will do that for you.
Sounds like a plan for me.
Wonderful. It's a warning shot, basically. If you come within a certain distance of one of their bases, it alerts them to your presence.
I was
That's
sort of right.
very much not ideal.
Basically, it's to prevent you trying to assassinate them again.
Oh, and I very much like to try to kill that man. I would prefer for it to be gone because if I have the chance to again, if I have the ability to, I want to kill him.
All right. I warn you, I am
Not even for the contract this time.
I am not the goddess of life. This is going to sting. Not much I can do about that.
If it's gone, it's gone.
And with that, he snaps his fingers, and you take 10 damage as it is basically burned from your flesh.
How much?
10.
10. Okay. I couldn't hear that particular number. So 35 health. She has to basically like bite down on her like gauntlet and everything and just to try to like hold back from like screaming.
Congratulations. You are the no longer the proud owner of a ward. Congratulations.
She just kind of holds up her thumb and just like, "Mhm, thanks. I appreciate it." Just like holding her side as she comes out. Ow, ow, that really hurts.
Are you okay?
Yes and no. He was able
What-
to remove it,
Really? Well,
which
that's...
is probably good with what it was.
What was
In
it?
case we ever, if we had gotten anywhere near any of their bases, it would have warned them.
Oh.
And I want that bastard dead.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm glad he took care of it.
Yeah, just very painful.
Will you be okay?
She'll be fine.
In a little bit of time, yes.
Just checking.
It's not even that bad of a wound.
He's still not responding.
Celebrin,
Okay.
and with that, he just kind of like jolts. Sorry, sir.
You respond to him? Come on.
Sorry. That's the deity that I worship.
Yeah, I know.
He leans over to whisper in your
The
ear,
one-
Nira. I've made dick jokes with my god.
That's great.
Well, at least he's not the god of order. That's hilarious, though. I'm so sorry. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
How am I supposed to function now?
Well, he likes you. That's nice.
Clearly, this is a lot. This is a lot.
You know all those times where you said that he was ignoring you?
Yeah.
Turns out you were best friends like all along. Isn't that
Uh,
sweet?
Hey, yeah, why were you ignoring me if we're this close? He's like, because I was KO at the time and couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh.
Consciousness was split. Sorry.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about us gods. If our consciousness is split, our power is also split.
What about the Sky Queen having an avatar in Serenity? Does that mean her consciousness is split and that's why it's really hard to get in touch with her?
Yes. Actually, that's exactly why. It's because depending on where the majority of her power is being focused, she can't always hear you.
So that's why the High Priestess couldn't hear the Sky Queen for a time. I forgot to ask her about that while we were there.
That is why. You cannot share these secrets with anyone. This information stays here.
Of course.
Politics story's never gonna know this.
What about the other Red Wardens? Can we tell them? Like Emel, Star Eye.
No, it stays
No.
here.
Are you sure?
I'm certain. I will hunt you down to the ends of the earth if I must. I will hunt you to other worlds if I must. This information stays here.
Star.
Also, I don't trust, as does Descendant, to not blab to the Emperor. That would be bad for me, because if he finds out, it's going to make its way back the chain to Asta, and then my ass is cooked.
You do know who I am, right?
You're not going to tell Radan. Or Tasha. That would be very
No.
or what is her name? Who's the current champion of Sky Queen? Whoever she is. You're not going to tell her either.
No. But Mel wouldn't tell most of those people.
He would tell his father.
Probably.
That's a problem for me.
Since you know basically everything, you do know who I am, though, right?
Yes, I know who you are.
Just asking.
You don't have the connections that he does. Don't think about telling Tavarian. I saw it on your face the minute you asked. No. You cannot tell Tavarian. You cannot tell Imel. You cannot tell the gnome who's currently becoming... No, it doesn't matter. I'll wait for her to finish the trials first.
What's that now?
Wait, what?
Nothing.
No, what did you say?
He said that he started to say the gnome who was becoming, and then he stopped himself and says,
Oh,
no,
I heard.
wait.
I did not hear the word gnome, so I totally missed the context. Okay, I
Yes,
got it now.
he said the gnome who's currently becoming, and then he stopped himself and said, no, I'll wait till she passes the trial first.
The gnome who's becoming what?
Nothing. Doesn't matter. I don't talk about things that aren't yet. Besides, there's no guarantee she'll survive it, so.
Wait, what?
Hmm? I believe I've answered all of your requests. I have kept up my end of the bargain. Feel free to explore the archive. The information you've learned here stays here. Hmm? 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 All right. If anyone needs me, too bad. And with that, he leaves the room, and you are all left alone.
No, I never asked him a question. Maybe he owes me one.
I didn't ask him anything either. Maybe what we do is we look around the archive, see what information we can learn, and then if we still have questions at the end, we ask.
There we go. Are you okay?
Not really, but I'm gonna have to be.
Did you hear what he said about high priest thing?
No? What? I'm sorry, I think I might have blacked out. What? What about the high
Oh, you
priest?
didn't hear.
He might black out again.
He wants you to be his next high priest.
He what?
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's look around before I pass out.
Yeah.
Hina,
I'll-
you're looking for something, right?
Yeah. Nira grabs his hand to keep him steady, by the way. It's a journal.
Well, clearly there's no books in this room.
Yes, very clearly.
There's a couple other doors here.
That's true. Problem is, I don't know anything about space at all.
And I see light down below.
I'm just gonna move all three of them together because moving
That
them one
works.
at a time is gonna be a nightmare.
You open the door, you see a bedroom, and Kao's body is slumped on the bed.
I will close the door. I will let him be. I forgot that that's the room he walked into. Oh my
Living
god.
room.
Stop. None of these rooms look like rooms with books. There's gotta be. What is this?
It looks like a pantry.
Hungry, anyone?
Mm. Not really.
I just found like a dining room table, or what room is this?
Yeah, indeed, it looks like a dining room, Beck.
Is this table accurate? Because I see a book on the table.
There is a book on the table.
I would like to pick up the book.
You pick up the book. It's written in Draconic.
I know dragon. I read it. What's it say?
It says to whoever is reading this book, put it down.
I'm gonna continue reading.
You flip the page. No, seriously, put it down.
I flip the page again.
You really aren't well at taking orders. Put it down.
I flip the page again.
It's blank.
For someone who that only can have 2 people enter this building, there's a lot of beds in here.
Yeah, I was
What?
thinking that too.
Why would he bother writing a book in Draconic just to have it be blank? Jive ass book.
Because on the last page, there's a glyph that if that page is turned, it explodes. He's really
open-
warning you. Put the damn book down.
I'm gonna open this door. Is this a hallway
It is a hallway.
that leads to darkness? Yeah, well, Beck's gonna go down the hallway.
I need Nira and Beck to both make dex saving throws.
What? God.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where Beck is.
There was another door in the dining room that I was in, and wow, that's a flat. That's a 10.
Dirty 20.
All right, I'm just going
That's
to
a
reveal.
horrible.
I'm going to
No,
reveal the
that
traps.
looks bad.
All right, hold on. I gotta move. You are correct. That is bad. So I'm gonna deal with Nira first. Nira, you are able to basically skip over it. It's just a little thing, but it just fits perfectly in this hallway. Beck, however, what happens is you. Is there any music playing?
It's like
There's a deep
Decrepit
ominous
Temple of
tone.
Tonal.
All right, I'm just turning it up because it was there and then all of a sudden it was like gone.
Very creepy.
Beck, what happens is the floor drops from underneath of you and you feel the heat immediately, and your toes just slap the surface as you grab onto the edge as a pit of lava opens underneath of you. And you take... Hold on.
I resist fire, by the way.
What was that?
I'm resistant to fire at this level.
Okay, so you'll take half.
120. Just kidding.
Is that already halved?
Yes.
Oh shit!
So you will take 11 damage. That is halved.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can take
Careful.
off
I'm gonna-
concentration because you're not concentrating anymore.
Careful. There's a trap there.
I would like to imagine that my scream was loud enough for everyone to hear.
It does echo through the halls.
Literally got told not to go alone.
It's a good thing I have that climbing speed.
I figured that everyone who goes around this corner is just gonna like hug the corner and like swing
Yeah.
around it.
That's fine. It's mainly just for finding that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to look for trap?
If you
I
want to
can-
lead.
I can also try to poke the floor with my longsword. Either way.
I'm gonna check
Okay.
this door first. On the
Pull out my
left.
longsword while she's gonna like do a mixture of like actually like trying to like perceive around her for anything that looks like traps, like any pressure plates, anything like that.
Go ahead and roll
While
perception.
also poking around with her longsword just in case. 18.
No traps. Beck, you open up a room and steam wafts out of it as you are met with the image. Not image. You are met with the sight of a steam bath.
Huh.
I
Neat.
just realized we went the long way around. There was literally a door in the room we were in the bedrooms.
That's pretty funny.
Hey y'all,
Hi.
found a steam bath. Don't go down that hallway down there. There's a lava pit in that.
Hmm.
Anyway, steam bath.
Delightful. Sounds warm.
Could everyone please roll perception? If you would also roll for Celebrin.
I got it.
God damn it! 10 again.
Oh my god. Okay, Nira rolled like crap. I have too many
I did not
character
roll
sheets.
well
Give
this
me a
time.
second.
Drago, I'm
Oh
assuming
my
that
god,
you kept
what
up
is
with.
this?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you
Oh
are.
my god.
Your token was not
Just
on my
in the room.
screen for a minute.
I rolled a 4, a 2, and a well, it's a good thing he has a +8 because I rolled a 6.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dip my foot in the hot spring. Is it nice?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it too? I'm gonna stand here for a minute. We've been through a lot.
How
I could use for
how
some
many
self-care.
minutes do you stay in the bath?
Just a couple.
Okay.
Just
How many?
I feel like I
Give me a
shouldn't have
number.
said that.
Give me a number.
I'll say 2 minutes.
You get back 2 HP.
Oh, okay. Oh. Huh. It's kind of like that healing water we found Hina in.
I'll be the judge of that.
I don't know. This burn mark on my toe is gone, and I just got that.
Is it like that water, DM?
It is very similar. Except instead of being cold, it is nice and warm.
I don't know too much about preserving anything in this.
I mean, it feels nice at least.
See, the fact that Volta doesn't know confuses me. How did I get to Serenity?
Sela's gonna like crouch down and put her hands in the water.
That's also what Hina's doing, actually. I didn't say that, but that's exactly what she's doing.
How long do you keep your hands in the water?
However long this conversation goes on.
I need a number.
Hina's sticking in for 5 while she's just mindlessly thinking.
We'll say like 7 minutes.
Okay. You get back the basically 1 HP per minute.
Yay.
So, Hina, run this by me again. What city did you live in before we found you in Saray?
You found me in Serenity, not
Serenity,
Saray.
sorry. They both sound with
Solas, which is
And-
the Sky Queen's city.
And where would that be relatively to the world?
Nightcucks. Completely wrong continent.
Huh.
And that's where you were last before you were found.
Yeah.
So what happened? What was the very last thing you remember before we found you?
It's really hazy. I don't remember that much.
Could
All
the
I
What do you
remember,
remember?
Casuregni have put you there?
I don't
She's
know.
the only other one that was there.
See, all I remember, it's vague, but our squadron was to move out very soon. Because I was part of the war. But we didn't leave. And burning pain, that's all I really remember.
That is a pretty large gap.
Yeah, I know. And then there was, before the war was over, before history began, according to all of you, to now. I know nothing of your time and what you know, or except for the bits and pieces that I've heard. I'm hoping that this book I'm looking for will detail some of that.
I mean, the only book I found was written in Draconic and told me to stop reading it, so I don't know where to begin looking for it.
Celebrin didn't speak Draconic.
Good to know. All right,
I need to
back
find
to the
these books.
search.
As you re-enter this room, I need another perception check from everybody.
Okay. Re-enter as in Nira and Celebrin cannot roll. What is with these
Oh
single
my
digits?
God.
13.
Oh my god, Drago! Drago rolled a 17!
Drago, you are the only one who notices that these
Good job, buddy!
walls here and here don't look quite right.
I was thinking that out of character.
I think I've seen in one of them because I can kind of see what's in it, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I wanna push against the wall.
As you push
Drago?
against the wall. Why isn't it working?
You're electrocuted.
It's a death
You
trap.
summon 12 gas and 2
You
clay
push
golems.
against the wall.
Yeah, I push against the wall.
Okay. Sorry. You are able to
Well,
move
now I can't
through it.
see.
Drago?
He's only like halfway through it. So you
Wait.
can
Like-
see like his tail and the backs of his legs.
What do you see in there?
So like
Nothing.
it's like he's
It's
pushing
dark.
through a a watery wall almost.
Yep.
Here, I'll join. That sounds so weird.
There is not enough room for you both to go in at the same time.
Well, can I like squish in like to the other side of him?
I don't know what's going on, but
You-
heave ho! I'm gonna push Hina and Drago.
You can, but I will need a dex saving throw.
Oh my god. I don't like this. Okay. Okay, 16.
As Beck goes to push you, Hina, you have to forcibly pull yourself back as your foot hits a pressure plate and the floor drops and there is a pit of acid.
Oh,
Are you okay?
What the hell, Beck?
what?
But beyond the pit
What
of
happened?
acid, there is a
What happened?
portal of sorts.
A what?
Cut out. You said
Portal.
beyond the acid of sort.
That's a portal. Interesting.
Beck, do you have no sense of survival here?
She was trying to go through it. I was trying to help her.
This place is trapped.
I'm going to
told
jump
us
to
it's
the portal.
You're going to jump to the portal?
Yep.
Okay, Hina jumps to the portal and vanishes out of view.
Well, she wasn't in my view anyways.
Oh crap, that's the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong thing. That's why.
Drago, do you see her? Drago.
Visibility.
Don't think I see her. No, I can't
Drago,
really see anything in the
the
dark.
only thing you can see is that pit of bubbling acid at your feet.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try to look?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Delia,
I'm not actually stepping in that far, but I can't
oh,
like,
just to see. How about
see in
this?
the room.
Yeah, how about
Yeah.
this? I will delete, since you guys know that
Okay.
it's a wall there, I will just
Thank
delete
you.
that wall.
Yeah, because it's like I couldn't see in the room without stepping in. But she would
For the sake of it, I'll just delete the wall in the
poke her
other
head
room
in.
too. So you guys, by now I'm sure, can figure out that that's what's also there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Porta Johns.
That's what I was thinking.
The teleporter Johns.
So wait,
He
it's
uses
like
acids so that it doesn't.
and Hina's gone?
Hina's gone.
Let's hope
That's
she
not
took-
disturbing.
Let's hope she took the portal and not fell into the pit of acid.
Looks back at Beck.
She didn't fall. I didn't push her that hard.
Is it possible to jump across the pit?
Yeah, it's totally possible. Which, by the way, while you
Okay.
guys are doing that, Celebrin has gone and unveiled the other one. So that way we know that there is a pit of acid on the other side as well.
I'm going to follow, that way she's not alone, depending on whatever's on the other side.
Zelia jumps and
But I did it. and now my brain is
disappears.
scared.
Yep.
You guys watch as she vanishes through this portal.
DJ, you wouldn't be mean enough to use a sphere of annihilation, would you?
We do have backup characters!
I'm so scared. Celebrin, is this safe?
How would I know?
You know things! I don't know!
It looks like a regular portal. It doesn't look like anything dangerous. But then again, I don't know where the portals go.
Maybe where the books are?
Maybe? Consider we have yet
Or
to
maybe
see
hell.
anything like a library. So,
Or maybe
Well,
they go straight to
Start
hell.
searching more places then. See if I find them.
so are you all just going to step through the portal? Is this what's going to happen?
No, I'm exploring more of the area.
I'm gonna go through the portal.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna jump that.
I'm shifting to another map to prepare things, so...
Drago, you didn't actually answer if you were gonna jump or not.
Well, I suppose I'll follow. Drago attempts to jump and just gets stuck in the doorway.
That's an entire piece.
Damn these broad
Sorry.
shoulders!
So is
And
Beck
that's
the only
how
one...
DJ TPK'd her party.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
Yeah, Beck's just exploring the rest of the place he didn't get to.
Sorry, like later on, you just try to find the rest of the party. What happened to everyone? They're just dead.
I'll die.
If she survives.
And John goes, yes. I knew you could do it.
Give me 1 second to get things prepped. So Beck is the only one not going, is that correct?
At the moment.
I'm gonna use this as a quick bathroom break opportunity, so I'll be right back. I can
Go
still
for
hear.
I just wanted to see if there was any unexplored area of this place to see if I could find Hina. And if I couldn't at that point, then I'd go through the portal, but I might be like behind by a few minutes.
Okay.
It's a big ass place to walk around.
All right.
Hina!
Give me 1
Hina!
second. Come on. Place the token. Beck, I'm going to put you on the map, but you're not there right away.
That's fine.
Alrighty. I also want to change the music. One second. I think I'll use this one. Is this the right one? Yes. All right. Activate. So, Hina's the first one to come through. I just put all of the tokens on the map. You come through in a very large room. And from where you can stand, you can see that there's a large hole in the center of this room.
There's a hole with books in it.
Thousands of books.
How is this useful to go through at all? Volta I get, but come on, there's no way the High Priest looks in this book hole.
As the rest of your party begins to
Struggle,
trickle in
yeah.
behind you, I know Zelia gets here first, but April's AFK, so...
A giant book hole. And to think I used my flight power already. Has it been an hour since we walked in here? I would assume yes.
Between your exploration and all the conversation with Kao, yes.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Surely there's some way to go down here in a more dignified way rather than tying a rope.
Can I try something?
I mean, if you want.
What's the name of the...
Yes, the spell's prepared. I could also do something. But you can go first.
What's the name of the book?
I don't think it has a name. I don't know if it has a name. It was just a journal.
Whose journal? Like, what's the name?
My fiance's journal. His name was Celebrin Drake. Fiance. Yes.
Huh. I'll ask more about that later.
Yeah.
He sticks his hand out over the hole and speaks. Celebrin Drake's journal. And you watch as the shelves begin to move and shift. And all of a sudden this one book just pulls out and floats up into his hand.
How did you know how to do that?
I have no idea. I didn't expect anything to happen.
I can't believe you found it.
I'm assuming that that's what this is. He hands it over to you. As you open it up, this is not the journal you were looking for. This is a journal from when your fiancé was about 10 years old.
Wow. Did he collect all of these? Vault is crazy. So this is pre-dawning. This is actually from before I knew him.
That's really old.
Yeah.
Beck, I'll say at this point, give or take, you come through the portal. Just so that Steph doesn't have to talk to herself.
I hate doing that. Hate doing that. Do not like.
Hey.
Hey guys, what's Whoa.
So, in theory, we could stick our hand over this hole, say any book or like any subject we're looking for, and books will appear?
Beck immediately holds his hand out and says, "Dragons."
Beck immediately dies from thousands of tomes slamming into him at high speed.
Books fall, everyone dies. Knowledge
you have to refine your search a little bit.
Nothing happens.
Maybe it's a more specific name then?
Books on
That's not
Drag-
refining your search. That's
I'm
just changing
working
the
on it.
order of your words.
Books
I was going to say
on-
something.
pummeled by billions of books.
What did the Maharani call my condition? The dragon spirit connection, whatever.
What, like the
The Piston
bond?
can't remember. Yeah, she told me I had to sever it, right? Or Galhana wants to sever it.
Something like that?
Books on dragon connections.
You watch as the
No.
shelves begin to shift around, but no books come to the surface. Now
I
you
don't know
can
what that means.
see there is an entire shelf lined with books. Some of you can read have writing on the spines that say something about dragons.
How many books are there?
There are hundreds.
Books on dragon blood.
The shelves shift again. Still tons of books.
All right, I could use someone else's thoughts on this one because I don't know how else to refine it.
I think you need the name of a book that you're looking for.
I don't have a specific name for what I do. Uh, Books on Gelhenna.
At this point, the shelves begin to shift and change, and 3 books rise up towards the surface and just suspend in midair. Waiting
I will
for
pick
someone to-
all 3 of them up.
Okay.
Okay, that's a start. I'll start flipping through them.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Mainly on Dragon's Blood and how to sever the bond, I guess. Or where Gelhenna is.
Okay. If you could give me... trying to think. Give me an investigation check.
Could I apply enhance ability to myself before this?
If you know that you're going to be looking for stuff, then yes.
I would absolutely. I will cast enhance ability for intelligence. Alright, brain. You don't like me and I don't like you, but right now you and I have to cooperate. Go fuck yourself. Especially since I have a -1. Hey, natural 20! Peck's mind's eye is open.
Beck, you go through the first 2 books. Don't really find anything. As you're
Garbage.
looking through the 3rd book, you begin to realize that the wording on this book is different. This is a mixture of common and draconic. And it almost seems to be written from the first person point of view. Almost like a journal. Slightly more narrative.
Okay.
Every time Galhenna is referred to, it is in the first person. Galhenna wrote this book.
Oh my. I'm pretty sure this book is written in the way that it seems like Gelhenna wrote it. I have a dragon's journal in my hands. This is a weird day, but I'm okay with it. Do I find anything about what I'm looking for?
You flip towards the end of the book, and she begins to recall a skilled hunter, an elven man, coming to visit her in her kingdom. And talks of alliances and things, and then treachery, where he turned on her and attacked her and dealt a incredible blow that should have killed her. And she ends her journal announcing that she is returning to the fire plane to recuperate.
Damn it. All right. I'm just gonna put the books back, I guess. If I have no reason to keep it, I won't.
Okay.
Well, that was
So, what do
helpful
you
and not helpful.
do with the books when you're done with them?
I guess I put them back to where I picked them up, or I just like
Throw it in the
leave them.
hole.
I would leave them on the edge, see if anything happens first.
Nothing happens.
Put back book.
Nothing
No,
happens.
nothing.
Return to shelf.
Throw it in the hole.
Are you actually giving me advice, or are you trying to mess with me?
No, Hina is telling you to throw it in the hole.
I throw one of the first two books into the hole.
It falls several hundreds of feet for a moment before it stops and then returns to the shelf.
See?
All right, real advice. I throw the other two in.
It falls
Same thing
several
happens.
hundred feet where you hear a
Yeah,
dull
Hannah's journal
sound.
though, like bursts into flames. No, I'm just kidding. So
This is amazing.
he just said books about Galhenna and got 3. But you said journals by Kaler and Drake and got only 1 book. Unless he named it something, but I'd have no idea what he'd name it.
Wait. I have a. Can I try one?
Sure.
Or let me try to think of how to word this.
You know, what's her last name?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Why?
Books on Hina Abai.
A book floats out and up to the surface.
Ina goes,
I
damn
did
it,
not
that's
think
my
that
high school journal. Throw that back.
April was in the middle of saying something, though.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all. I'm sorry, April. What did you say? Oh. April?
It's okay.
What were you saying?
It doesn't really matter now.
Were you trying
worry, guys.
to find something?
I was trying to help find something for Hina.
Go ahead. You can do that.
I'm trying to remember what the wording was that I was trying to give.
That's fine. Take your time.
Also, guys,
You can also shoot
we
me a
cannot
text
jump
about it.
into the pit. I have already checked that.
Yes, you can't jump into the pit. If you remember the wording, you can also text me, April.
Okay.
Because yeah, I'm definitely on a time lag because people's voices will there'll be nothing. I can see like Steph's mouth moves, and then all of a sudden all of you are talking all at once for me. So I've been missing things. I'm pretty sure. But yes, a book did come up to Beck when he said books about Hina Ibai.
I'll grab it.
Okay. It is not Kaelerin's journal.
If it's about me, what is it?
This is a book. As you start to flip through it, actually give me an investigation check.
Sure. Solid flat roll of 8. Nice.
it is someone's telling stories about you from when you were a child, basically up until the destruction of Solas. Just from someone else's point of view. But you're like too distracted to figure out who wrote it.
I'm gonna read this over here to try to see if I can figure it out. So we're looking for other books about her? Or, wait a minute.
She's said by her fiance.
I think.
I was
Or-
going to suggest looking for books on the destruction of Sola or what happened after, being she can't remember that.
That's a great
Or
idea.
how
That
she
is-
got there.
If there was someone who maybe detailed that, that'd be great. So how do we find that?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Problem is, she wouldn't know this, but how close was that to the end of the Darkening War?
I have no idea. None of us were there for that.
Right.
You know, I wish Kao hadn't gone to bed.
He said if he found the book for Hina, she couldn't keep it. Though whatever she's reading now, it looks like she wants to keep that too. Couldn't imagine.
Books on survivors from the Battle of Sola.
You watch as the shelves shift and change, and about 10 books come to the surface.
That was more than I was expecting.
That's a lot. Survivors of Solas? I'm gonna try and gather as many of them as I can.
Okay.
Same.
So you each take about 5 books. You could each give me investigation checks as you flip through them to see if you can get anything useful out of them.
Oh, come on! What is with these low rolls? I rolled another 8.
Do you want to try rolling in real life?
7.
Yeah, probably. I'm here a dice. Which one are they?
I keep rolling low. uh,
That's worse. That was a 2.
They just seem to be general stories of how everything was great, everything was fine, and then the next thing you know, fire was raining down on the city.
He lived through that? No wonder she doesn't remember.
Drago, anything you want to look for?
Not particularly.
Wait a minute. Her brother's the first emperor. Maybe we should see if the early empire has anything to do with it.
or what about the Sky Queen or Ice Father? Didn't you guys...
weird. It's weird to think we could just ask for a journal of a god.
If they exist.
Worth trying.
Who wants to give it a go?
I'm kind of scared to.
Just ask for the journal.
Celia's gonna step forward and be like, journals written by the Sky Queen? Or whatever her actual name. I can't think of what her name is.
So you just step forward, ask for a journal of Azta?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
You're going to come up. Oh no.
High or low?
Hi.
2 books float to the surface. Leather-bound journals.
Going to reach out for both of them and hand one to Nira to look at.
That's insane. Beck, are you seeing this?
He's seeing it so much he's muted. I'm just saying that just in case you didn't know.
Okay. Evidently he's AFK. So, you each have a journal written by the Sky Queen.
It's crazy. I'm looking at the words, but I'm too shocked I can't read them.
Zelia's gonna try to very carefully look towards through the one that she specifically trying to look probably towards the end of it, assuming that if there was anything for that time of the things, it would be closer to the end, most likely.
Zelia, as you're flipping through the pages, the thing that catches your eye is there is a drawing in the journal.
Oh.
And the drawing is of 3 young people hugging and smiling, almost like they posed for the picture. One of them looks very similar to Hina.
I'm gonna first show Nira, and then it's we should probably show this to Hina.
Yeah. Oh, I can't watch her break, though.
Should we wait? I'll hold on to it to show her after she's done looking.
Maybe. Don't put that one back.
Oh yeah,
Gosh.
I won't.
Probably look at mine. I'm having trouble reading it, but I have to keep going. I want to attempt to read this again.
Nira, what languages do you read?
Oh god. Probably not Celestial, if that's the one you're talking about. Chatan, Common, Elvish, Loti.
You cannot read it. That is also something that Zelia, you could not read it either, because you also do not read Celestial, correct?
That's fair. Yeah.
Celebrin, you know Celestial. I'm figuring that's what this is in because it's a journal by the Sky Queen.
He takes it, flips it open. Yeah, that's Celestial.
So you can read that.
Don't know about
You can
should.
read her words.
I can.
Well,
It's wild. I can read the journal. Sky Queen. That feels very invasive.
she left it here.
Did she have a choice?
I don't know. How would I know?
I guess it's technically Volda's problem.
True.
That's also a wild thing to say. Wow. He starts flipping through. Can you actually tell me what his investigation modifier is?
Mr. 0.
Okay.
I was honestly expecting it to be higher, knowing him.
He has a high wisdom.
17. He starts flipping through it and just kind of. By the way, these circles are stools. And so he just kind of sits down on one.
Despite the fact that she can't read it, Nira's going to sit next to him.
Julia's curious to stand nearby because she has the other one in her hand.
Wow. This is... He just kind of looks up. This is really important.
Is it?
This details how to seal a god.
Wait, what?
That's important for sure. We should probably take that book if we can.
Or make notes.
Or,
at the
yeah,
very
copy it.
least.
I think this is how they sealed Kripa. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ah, didn't find that book yet.